following program features adults using adult language. You have been warned. All right, we are live. Welcome everybody to Total Tabletop. And we have some familiar faces you guys haven't seen for a while. This is Season 2, Horsemen of the Apocalypse. We are back at it. I think everybody pretty much knows we have a roster change for our players, so we're kind of shifting gears. The campaign did start already, but we're going to kind of retcon it and kind of rewind. So what we are in the middle of doing now is trying to find our new players. So that's what these guys are coming in to do. They are auditioning. They've made some characters, and their characters are actually going to come in as interns. And so let's get some introductions from everybody. I gotta change something. The chat is popping on Sam's face. I forgot to move that. So yeah, let's go around. Let's get the Season 2 players first, and then we'll introduce our guest players for tonight, and we'll go over some announcements.
Cool. All right. Well, I am Brian Gunter, coming out of Northwest Pennsylvania. I am playing Juanem, the Loxodon cleric, and this is going to be a good time. Hopefully, we find some good adventuring party members. Looking forward to it.
And yeah, this is John playing 13, or 13 playing John. Who knows? I'm from Seattle, Washington. Just looking forward to getting back into playing this game, and hopefully putting together a good show for everybody.
Awesome.
This is Shadow from Portland, Oregon, and I play Gurur Doraka. Excited to be back.
Awesome. Well, welcome back. And we have our two guest players tonight. Go ahead and introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about your characters, since we've never seen you guys here on the channel before.
Go ahead, Joe.
Sure. My name is Joe Dukes. I'm from Western Michigan. Joining in tonight with half Tabaxi, half Earth Genasi Druid / Ranger. All sorts of combos going on. Just a good guy looking for a good time, willing to help out the world, and these guys in particular.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, welcome. Make yourself comfortable. Grab some Cheetos, some soda.
Any Mountain Dew?
Yeah.
My name's Matt. I'm from British Columbia, Canada. I'm going to be joining today as Voxel, half Tabaxi, half Elven bard. Grew up in a religious community and wants to spread the good word.
Awesome. Chubby just cheered an IP for Samuel, and Voxel. I don't have those ready and set up, so you can just remember.
Sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, threw together this overlay last minute. So you two have an inspiration point from Chubby. So awesome, thanks.
Thank you very much, Joe.
And yeah, awesome, we just got a follower. All right, so we don't really have a recap, but we got some announcements that we can go through. So you guys can go ahead and go through those, and I'll wrap up to whatever we missed.
Yeah, I'm going to take it first.
Sure.
So we have shows here on Total Tabletop that you should all come and see. So on Sundays, we have Ages Past, which has quite a few people playing. It's run by a very nice guy who does most of our artwork, named AJ. And in there, you've got Smokey, Varkesh, Valindra, Rook, and Victor. So come on by and watch that. And on Tuesdays, you got Season 1 of Horsemen of the Apocalypse. I like to think of it as our lesser cousin. And there you've got Kyle playing Finley, AJ playing Rin, Dylan playing Kurtz, Connor playing Urgra, and of course Sean is the DM. And then you got us here tonight. So just watch us a whole lot, and have some fun.
Awesome.
I'll tell you what, I'll start talking about, yeah, you got it. So we have a little bit of a change up to our Total Tabletop tokens setup. So now what we're doing is you will still earn Total Tabletop tokens, triple T's if you will, by being active in chat, watching the streams, jumping in. You can use those to play all of the mini games. We've got the heist slots, some gambling going on with those in the chat, which is always a good time. The availability to be able to buy or hook up the players with inspiration points, with health potions, and with sanity tokens, which we'll get into soon enough, I'm sure, would be earned by what you may have just seen right there, which is cheering some bits. So you can go ahead, and if you do, you type, you cheer in, I think, 300 bits for each one of those.
Yep.
And then you type in Junem, and then you type in either HP for healing, IP for inspiration, or SP for sanity tokens.
Awesome. Oh, and Ventus just gift subbed 3 people tier 1 subs. Awesome. Thanks, man.
Nice.
Billy didn't.
Looks like Connor got one of them. So awesome. Yeah, dilly. Thanks, Vent.
As you just heard, the table tokens are different, but they are still important because whoever is in the top 40 of table tokens earned for the quarter will make it onto the VIP list, which will get you that little pink and white badge on the side of your name.
Awesome. Perfect. And we got some new panels down below, so you guys can check that stuff out. We got the Discord. You guys should join that. We love hearing everybody's D&D stories, and if you guys ever need any help with learning or working on stuff, we love to hear about it. But we got the first panel is going to show you guys the subs and cheers and a countdown. The second one, we're trying to get some bios for all the characters, all the player characters for the channel. And then the list of the top 40. And then the bottom is a suggestion box. So if you guys have anything you guys think would improve the channel, please let us know. We'd love to hear from you. All right, I am DM Steelax, DM for this, and I guess we'll just get started here. Normally we go through a recap, but because they ended their session 0 arc, and then we kind of kicked off the campaign, we're kind of rewinding it back a little bit, and we're calling this the Intern Games. So this is Intern Game 1 for Season 2. And these guys are coming in to try to see if they can make the cut. All right, so Gur, 13, and Junem, you guys had it's been a little while since we left off. Trouble ended up getting word from Puck that he needed to pull back and do some family stuff, so he has been separated from you guys for a little bit, and you guys received word that he's going to not be able to return. So in the meantime, you guys have been just doing your own things, but you're kind of feeling the need for filling that hole that you guys had for your party. So you reached out and found a board that's kind of in the center of town and put a kind of a wanted poster up. Venturing Interns Wanted, and you guys posted it up, and you got responses from 2 individuals, and they're going to be meeting up with you here shortly. So where would you guys have set up that meeting point?
Oh, of course, the inn.
Probably in the same room that we have been renting out for the last couple of weeks.
No better place to find good help than at a bar, right?
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so the Red Dragon Inn is where you guys would...
How tropey is that?
Works for me. Okay. So, as you guys are starting to set up, preparing for the interns to come in, go ahead and take it away as I set up RDA, because I wasn't sure where you guys were going to do it.
So, what are we expecting to find here?
I'm hoping for somebody who can stand in front of me with a large shield, because the last few times you charge off a little too much.
I thought we had established this. But in essence of charging off, I believe you're the one that's done more of that. Let's be honest here.
I don't go to the combat comes to me.
That is a good catchphrase. I think you should keep an eye on that.
Dilly.
Keep it going. Make it work.
All right.
And, I can't stand in front of you and protect you from anything.
No, you definitely should go out and kill the enemy.
You're just too big.
Yeah.
Well, killing might be a bit much, but hey.
All right, so you guys are set up at the big table at the back corner of the Red Dragon Inn, and you guys have your official intern document applications out, so you've got all these papers sprawled out everywhere.
Can I have drawn a big, poster board sign?
Of what?
Help wanted, with some pictures and presumably made from a big paintbrush.
Absolutely.
With my trunk, and I'm sure that it looks amazing, right?
Well, let's get a performance check. First roll of the night. Let's see how
All
good
right.
this poster is that you were wanting
performance or they're
I'd
both
like
bad. I
to-
was gonna say sleight of hand, baby.
I'd
to make.
like
No, let's go
to,
performance.
I'd like to
Okay.
point out that Junem can't read.
It's pictures.
So you're gonna make this performance check at disadvantage.
What a way to start the night, eh? It's gonna be beautiful, guys.
Awesome. We just got an achievement, guys, because of all your interaction. We absolutely love it. Keep it up. We just got hype train. Perfect.
Oh, hype train. Nice. So yeah, that's a 9 for my performance.
All right.
One of my better rolls.
You have kids, right, Brian?
I do.
What? I'm just curious. What's the youngest one age?
She is 6.
All right. Imagine your 6-year-old child with just a bunch of paint just going up to a poster and just it just abstract.
After the break, I'll get you an example of what we're talking
Oh,
about.
perfect. Yeah.
There we go.
Nice.
But you're 100% convinced that this is going to draw in the exact type of adventures you guys are looking for. But I don't know if the rest of the group will agree.
I think it'll work.
All right. So
Oh, that looks lovely.
Thank you.
So after the barkeep brings you guys some drinks, you're going to see the first intern walk in, and it is going to be a half tabaxi, half elf cheetah. Is going to be walking in the door. Voxel, why don't you go ahead and describe your physical appearance as you walk in, so everybody can kind of get a theater of mind a little bit of what your mannerisms are and what you look like.
So Voxel is he's of slight build, of medium height. Doesn't stand out too much. He's wearing fairly simple clothes. The only sort of odd thing about him is that his head is very tightly wrapped, so that you can't see his ears, which are normally, displayed on a tabaxi. He walks with confidence, but not so much that it's a swagger.
Okay.
And he seems to smile at everyone in the room.
Okay. Awesome. So as you walk into the Red Dragon, you're going to see some patrons there's just a couple of them that are in here at the moment, but you can see the 3 adventurers at the table at the back. They got this big hand-smeared poster, with an arrow pointing at the table. So you see that in the back. So you can go ahead and start acting and moving your character around, or you guys can go ahead and take it away.
Okay, I'll move over towards the table.
Sure.
Maybe I see a patron that I recognize, and I give them a little wave.
Okay.
Before coming up to the table. And hello, is this where you wanted adventurers?
Looks over at Junem's side.
Yeah. I told you the sign would work. Hey, yes.
I quite like it. I'm a big fan of the abstract arts.
Thank you. I don't know what that means, but I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, it means your signs suck.
Don't mind the little guy. So yes, this is this is where we're looking for adventurers.
He says in his most adventuring voice possible.
Well, I've been looking for, work, you might say. What kind of adventures do you go on?
Well, that just depends on the time of day. Don't get me wrong. You seem like a nice chap, but I'll be honest, I was kind of hoping to see somebody come in with a big blade or something like that could, help out with the, when the times get tough.
Well, I think you'll find that I have a few tricks of my own, and he's going to cast prestidigitation to cause some sparks to fly from his hands.
Okay.
Yeah, magic is doing.
I'm gonna put my wand on the table and Jimmy, can you tell me what this does?
I assume that is an arcane focus of some kind?
Not entirely.
Okay. I guess I'll have to make an arcana check to
13
identify.
kind of leans back in his chair a little bit and goes,
And to mind me,
Awesome. Well, let's get a sleight of hand from 13 to see how well you can just hide that from Gers. This will be against Gers' passive. And then
Passive 12. Yep.
All right, so perfect. So you can see him kind of indicating a little bit here. But let's get an Arcana check from you, and we'll give you advantage because 13's trying to help you out. An 11. All right, so kind of help narrate a little bit, Chubby. What kind of help are you trying to give him in this?
Oh, just literally without any sounds. So.
Is it a boom wand?
Yes, it's a wind of fireball.
Ah, yes, that's exactly what I meant.
I've heard it called both.
Very good.
Mark something down.
Awesome.
Boom wands is just what I call fireball wands.
Awesome. So as Voxel's going through, getting grilled about this wand he's never seen before, and having to know what it is. So Samuel, you were already here. You came in actually before the adventuring party, and you saw them all kind of set up. You were kind of wanting to see what they were like before they even knew who you were. So we got you at the other end of the Red Dragon Inn. You've already been served a couple drinks or whatever. But this looks like the opportunity for you to come up now that another person's getting the table. You don't want to, coming in too late. Go ahead and take it away. Oh, before we do that, you want to describe your physical appearance?
Sure. Half Tabaxi, half Earth Genasi, so he leans more the Earth Genasi side, so feline is noticeable in the teeth, in the ears, in the eyes. Cheetah print to the skin, but in Earth Genasi style, the yellow fur is replaced by like a brass or a bronze tint to the skin with thin spots overlaid. Kind of slowly losing a little bit of enthusiasm as he realizes the people with the child sign are in fact the quote-unquote professional group hiring, but clearly they're interviewing that guy, so just then I'm gonna get up and make my way kind of over to these guys.
All right, so you three are going to notice another potential adventurer walk up. Go ahead and take it away.
Oh my! We're gonna have to start a waiting line. Maybe we could get a rope, I think, and wrap it around the corner of the bar so that people can get in line. Because clearly, word of the menagerie has made its way around town.
I don't know. We've been sitting here for like 4 hours. These are the first two to show up.
Dilly. I spent the last 3 hours making a sign.
It was painful to watch. I have been here waiting for another adventuring group, but it seems to be you. There is no need for a line. It is just us two. Greetings.
Okay.
I'm Samael. It pleases you to meet me. This is a joke.
It does?
Got you.
Obviously, the pleasure is mine.
Repeat your name again, please.
Samael.
Samael. Okay.
Yeah, you'd think with the big ears he could hear better, but he doesn't.
It's all about it.
Oh, Junem heard it just fine.
If it helps, I'll drop the voice. Sam-I-L.
Not Sam I am, Sam I L.
I've been stopping myself from making that joke for the last
Crack
10
him out,
minutes or
man.
so.
I do not like them, Sam I am. I do not like green eggs and ham.
That was the special like 3 days ago here. How long have you been here?
I do not think it was the special so much as the cooking was left to spoil.
Yeah, you hear the bartender cleaning the glass like, yeah, those eggs weren't green when they came in here.
But no, I had so many of those.
I have learned not to eat in this establishment. Drinks are okay.
They do have good drinks. So, are you?
What's that noise?
Are you walking around carrying anything other than your garb? Any weapons or shields or armor of any kind?
I'm in pretty basic breathable clothes, a little bit of leather armor, padding certain areas, and then a quarterstaff. And then I do have a short bow, like slung around my shoulder.
Voxel does have a rapier at his head.
Oh, okay, good. So there is a blade. I get it. So, Samael and Junem will pull out the portable ram in the same manner that Gur did, slam it on the table.
Okay.
Can you tell me what this does?
So you can see this large ram just clunk, just super heavy thing. Like, where the hell did he have this thing? He just drops on the table. The cups are kind of half hop off the ground, maybe spill a little bit over the rims.
If I had to guess, I would say compensation for some other insecurity, but it is clearly to break down a door of some kind.
I like this guy.
It pleases you to meet me.
It does. So, clearly we have to have a one-on-one battle, right? You two just go at it, Dukes, fisticuffs, and winner comes with us. Is that how it works?
I was thinking that maybe we go out and do a job and rate them on their performance and how they work with the team.
That could work too. Okay.
I mean, the fighting would get it over a lot quicker, but I think that might put some people at a disadvantage.
13 takes a big drink out of his little gourd.
Awesome. Cue epic PvP music.
All right. Are we rolling for initiative?
All right, so you guys, let's see, who would have, Gur, you would have heard, so while the other two were kind of setting up the plans for how to get, some interns to come in, you were kind of trying to canvass the area, try to find somebody for work to bring these interns on. And you heard of a goblin whose name is Grixel. You aren't quite sure of his story, but he is looking for help, but he's wanting to have it kind of be on the down low. So you didn't get too much information, but you did hear about the location of his home, which is maybe like 45 minutes outside of Candoria. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere. So you got specific location for it. So you know how to get there, but you don't know much of the information, but you were told that once you get there, you'll get more information from him.
Okay. Is everyone prepped and ready for going out and doing the fighting and the adventure?
I'm always ready for adventure.
Fair. Yeah.
Fantastic.
13 puts his feet up on the table, and he's like leaning back in his chair and drinking, and the chair falls over, and he like ducks into a roll. So, oh yeah, I'm ready.
I thought you were supposed to be watching him.
He just does this. I can't see it sometimes. It's just a natural flow.
Hey, and look, I got my pants on.
All right, he's ready to go too.
Well, what else do you need?
If everyone's ready, I know of a job that we could potentially do, but we just got to go 40 minutes or so in town and talk with the contact.
Okay. 40 minutes, you said?
40, 45, maybe 50 if we walk slow.
Well, I don't know about him, but I'll be okay. He tends
13.
to sway. He takes like the long path, back and forth.
Yeah.
13 quickly climbs Junem, grabs a hold of one ear.
Yeah, I didn't miss that. Okay.
All right, so 13, you have mounted your noble steed. All right, so you guys, everybody ready to head out, or does anybody need to do any shopping or anything like that? Stop it.
I need a saddle.
You can try to maybe put it in order for a custom one. I don't think a regular saddle's gonna work.
I mean, with all the chains on his head, you could probably just hook up some feet stirrups and just.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe.
How about no?
You don't sound excited.
Awesome. All right, so you guys can take off from the Red Dragon Inn, and you guys are following Gur's lead as he's kind of trying to remember the pathways and stuff, and you're kind of going down these trails, going through the thick woods, and eventually going to come to kind of this plateau clearing. It's kind of just in the middle of nowhere, but the ring of trees around it are very, very dense. It kind of creates this natural fence line around, so you can't really see it. So it'd be very hard to find this place if you didn't know exactly where to look for it. But it looks like, yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
that's very goblin-y.
Goblin-y, huh?
All right, so you can see a lot of board just kind of laid across some stone foundation structures. Nothing looks like it's nailed in, so it's all just loose board, just kind of all piled up, looking all rickety. You can see some smoke kind of pouring out through this makeshift chimney that is just kind of some holes in some of these gray tarps that are just kind of stretched over. And you don't see any signs of anybody, but this seems to be the location based off the information that you got, Gert.
I'll call out.
Gritzel, we're here to do we're here about the job. Gritzel?
Okay. And as you start calling out, you're going to see this very short, very wrinkly, kind of hunchbacked over, old-looking goblin, and he's going to be having this little pipe, and he's going to be coming out. He's got this kind of button-up shirt with a little collar that's kind of all messed up on one side.
Yes, I am Grixel. Welcome to my humble abode.
As he kind of points over to his really shitty shack that's just all boards leaning over.
Please, come, warm yourself.
And it dawns on you, it's not even cold outside.
Is it what time of day by this? Just kind of midday? Nothing crazy?
Yeah, it's before noon, so maybe like 10, 11, yeah.
How's Junum feel about trying to make his way into this shithole?
It actually doesn't look like you could go in through one of the doors. You're thinking maybe if you stood on like maybe some of the stone foundation, kind of like looked over.
I could work with that.
That could be your safest bet.
Okay.
I'm not going in either.
Okay. All right. What about the rest of you?
I'm following.
Okay.
Nothing
30.
sketchy here.
13 is currently sleeping on top of Zunim.
Amazing. All right, so as you guys start making your way,
Yes, come in.
and there's going to be this little fire that has some of these glowing red stones that kind of seem to be the source of the heat, but there are some logs that are kind of leaned over on top of it. Those are on fire. And he kind of grabs a cup of something, and he kind of dashes it on the outside of the fire, and it's going to kind of bring the smoke down. So it was kind of billowing out this gray smoke, and it's going to kind of go down to a much more pleasant area. It's still a little smoky inside of this area, but it's clearing out very, very quickly.
I am so glad to hear that somebody was gonna take me up on this very interesting job. What all have you heard?
Not much. Just that you were in need of adventures and that you wanted to meet personally out here to discuss details. We are the menagerie.
The what?
There he goes.
And these are our two newest additions, potential. I am Gur. This is Junim. The sleeping one is 13.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Then Samuel and Vixen.
I hope there's not a test later. I'm not gonna be remember everyone's names. I don't know. Welcome though. Yes, I have a very interesting quest, and it is one that I need the utmost discretion upon. I, unfortunately, do not work at the Golden Goblin anymore. I had been working there for almost 20 years. See, I was just about to retire, about a week out from getting my pension, and they fired me, those bastards.
That sounds horrible.
Yes, it is. Thank you for saying something. So I have been plotting how I can get what is rightfully mine, as I'm sure you can see how this was completely unfair. I'd been faithfully working for the Golden Goblin for so long, and they robbed me of what is rightfully mine. And I have come up with a clever scheme of how to get something, a recompense, if you will, for what is mine.
Well, I have, and Voxel checks his coin purse, and I have 15 gold I can give you.
No, this is something that will help me in the long run, if you will.
not to be the obvious counter opinion here, but you say you were robbed from this. Is there any chance that you actually deserve to get fired?
Do you get paid for all the jobs that you do?
Yes, after I do the jobs, yes.
Imagine doing that for 20 years of your life and promised a pension and then taken from you at the last minute. How would you feel?
Well, it depends on if I did something stupid to deserve it. That was my question to you.
Nothing wrong, I swear it. I swear it on my humble home.
I do have one more question. Have you tried appealing the courts? They're fairly good, and there's a lot.
It's an insight check on that last one.
Well, you got a plus 12, it looks like. How do you have a plus 12 on 5? Is that correct?
That's because of those weird bonuses.
Yeah.
It should be a 12.
It's a wisdom thing.
That's
And
also
I
his level.
bumped
Below
up.
it is 5, is what that's saying.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, it's the right sheet.
Well, it's a nat 1 anyway, so. So, what exactly were you trying to insight with him?
Whether I just wanted it when he said I've done nothing wrong to deserve
gotcha.
getting fired. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to get anything in that one, so.
Clearly.
I was just curious what the rolls were.
Sure.
There's many details to go over, but if you guys have any questions, please let me know. This is going to require much planning on your part, but I also have done much planning on mine.
Have you tried appealing the courts?
They do not like us goblins very much. They would be what you would call a little bit racist, unfortunately.
I think we all know well about that.
Yeah. Us goblinoids do not really get a fair shake sometimes.
Oh.
Well, my friend, you may have been wronged being fired from this place, but 2 wrongs do not make a right. What exactly do you want us to do?
Well, inside of the Golden Goblin is this magical chest of holding where high-profile clients store their precious items for safekeeping. That is what this bank is known for. People come from far and wide. There is a particular item of interest inside of this that doesn't actually belong to anybody. It's been in there for over a decade. We have lost... Well, the bank, lost documentation long ago of who it belonged to. I believe it rightfully belongs in my hands to make up for the pension that they stole from me.
Gentlemen, this is a goblin, who has clearly been wronged. I say we rally to his defense and help him with his plan.
Yes, your friend knows.
You did hear him say he would like us to rob a bank. Yes,
I've never
this is
been a
what
big
you are
fan
asking?
of big business.
Well, yes, but the bank robbed him first.
Well, that makes it okay then.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Actually, no, it doesn't. I mean, am I the only one there?
Well, no. When I say one thing, I mean the opposite. I agree with you, Julian.
All right, you lost me.
It was sarcasm.
Oh.
This is exactly the word.
Perhaps my new friend. I feel my party requires some more convincing.
Well, what is it that I can answer? What are your questions?
Perhaps, do you have a copy of a contract that you had with your pension plans on it?
Oh, absolutely.
And he'll kind of go through the back, and it's going to be tossing pans and buckets and everything, just clutter, and he's going to be gone for just a couple minutes. Give you guys a moment to kind of talk amongst yourselves if you like. Well, he's...
Oh, they're in here somewhere. I know they are.
13, you haven't weighed in on this yet. What is your opinion?
My opinion of what?
It's the fall.
He looks around.
Back to bed.
I mean, if they really did steal from him, then, you know what my philosophy is.
True. I do think
Didn't know
that
you had one.
It's whatever's convenient, really.
Tell us again.
If somebody needs something, it's not really stealing. The goddesses provide.
Who are we to deny this man his revenge. So long, of course, as it is justified.
Did anyone forget that he basically said that he wants us to rob a bank?
I did not forget. It's forefront in my mind.
Very good.
Perhaps we talk to
Was
the
that
bank
sarcasm
manager.
again?
No, this time it was not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, that sounds like a pretty good plan. Maybe we can, maybe we can solve this,
Diplomatically.
Yeah, that.
Yes, yes.
Perhaps we should go talk to the bank and get their side of things.
I have an idea. I could generate a document of ownership.
A forgery?
You clearly saw how well I can, generate the.
The smeared paint, you know.
Let's save that for Plan Z.
Plan Z.
Amazing.
That's not a bad idea, though. It could at least get us in the door, with if we had a document of some kind.
Yeah,
I
I
suppose-
kind of like that idea.
Okay, and he's going to be returning. Oh yes, I found it, and he's gonna kind of tripping over some stuff. It's just kind of gonna spill some rice all over the floor, and he's going to be holding these kind of wrinkled, frayed on the sides parchments, and he's going to be flipping through, showing all the documentation you guys are actually looking at. He has like yearly forms of attendance and payroll and all this stuff, and he's going to show you all of it.
Okay. Does any of it look forged, or like does it all seem legit?
What kind of skill do you want to use to try to determine that?
I could go.
I'm pretty fluid on stuff as long as you can justify it, and then.
All right.
So
I was gonna
sell me on the
try.
skill.
I was gonna try investigation to see if I can. I'm gonna try and decipher the legalese here.
Okay. What is some of your background history? How much have you established already?
I
Is there
probably
anything
doesn't
that
know.
you could dig up from that would help assist in this?
No, he hasn't really been near legalese documents, so he
Okay.
probably doesn't.
All right, so it's just gonna be a standard roll then.
Okay.
If it helps, I do have a scribe. What's the kit? The scribe's kit.
Okay. Or so you're wanting to aid him?
If it helps you, you can use some of the tools in this box that I've got. I've never used it before, to be honest. It just seemed like it'd be useful someday.
Okay.
Yeah, he buys a whole bunch of shit and just keeps it in a bag.
Voxel is going to look into the bag and go, I do not quite understand how I would use that here, but thank you very much for your aid.
Awesome. All right, so with a love investigation, as you look over it, it actually seems pretty legit, and the fact of like so many different ones, and they all have the kind of letterhead that says the Golden Goblin, and there's a statue of this Golden Goblin holding this chest up over his head, and they all have like this this letterhead, so it seems as official as you could determine with an 11.
Seems all right to me.
Is there anything
You said
else
they
to
did not
determine?
fire you for a good reason, just to get rid of your pension. But why did they claim you were fired? What was their excuse?
It was exactly that. They weren't hiding anything. They said that they didn't want to pay me and just told me not to show up tomorrow.
Oh, they just flat out said that they didn't want to pay you. They
Yes,
said
the
those
crooks.
words.
Yes.
Oh.
That's bold even for a bank.
Well, they are goblins after all. We are not known for always the best manners.
Have you ever witnessed this before during your time?
No, I'm the first one
Other
that
employees?
they've done this before, but they've lost a lot of money. When I first joined the bank, there was many of us older folk, we were younger back then, and we worked very hard. Many of them started to retire at the same time, and the bank was losing a lot of their finances, and I think I was the first one they decided to change it on.
That's too bad.
I'd like to sort of whisper out of this. I think we should double check the story.
Of course.
Oh,
Do you?
sorry. Go ahead.
perhaps we could disguise ourselves as investigators into this incident and try to access the bank records that way.
Well, part of my master plan, if you will, that I have for retrieving this is going to actually require you guys to go to the bank first. See, to access any item inside of the chest of holding that they have at the bottom level of the bank requires a particular goblin rune stone that is linked with your quote-unquote account, if you will. So if you guys go there and set up an account, I can perform a ritual to change over the runic symbol to the one that is required to get out the Midas file that I require.
Do we know this goblin's name?
Gritzel.
Grixel.
Gritzel. Okay.
Junem's gonna be kind of in a backseat in all this. I still don't like the idea of what's going on here.
Sure.
Yeah, I think we should. I just think we should go talk to the bank and see what's up.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright, so while you're there, if you want to open an account, you can deposit anything you want. It doesn't have to be anything important. Just say it is important and they will put it in there and they will give you the runestone that you need.
I think that makes sense too. We can put in your drawing kit there, Junem.
So we could put in.
It was a forgery kit. I totally blanked on it, but that's basically what I was coming out to eat.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at the scribe kit. I couldn't find anything.
I was a little lost too, but I was like, I don't know.
Total blank.
Seemed like I don't know what I'm talking about.
It made sense in my head completely.
Tomato, whatever.
Yeah, you know. It's got pens and ink in there and stuff.
Okay. All right, so you guys are wanting to head to the Golden Goblet and do a little more digging over there?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Grixel will wish you good luck, and he's going to obviously stay here. You guys got the strong impression that this old goblin he moves very slow. He's not very dexterous at all. Like, this definitely is way over anything he could do on his own. That's why he kind of reached out to you guys. All right, so he'll kind of the directions to head over towards the Golden Goblin, and we can start heading over there. All right, you guys are going to be at the bottom of the map in the center.
There we are.
Did it shift you guys over on a shift ping?
Big one.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so as you guys get closer to this place, it's actually kind of a nice looking modern setup. And on top is this giant golden looking statue of a goblin holding a massive chest over his head, and he's kind of looking at it with these big eyes. And it's a very ornate chest that looks like an arcana chest of some sort. This obviously looks like the place.
Shall we go in then?
Won't be able to investigate if we don't.
Ooh, tables. Is there any food on these?
There are not. So as you guys walk in, you can see there's a couple like areas where you can wait or fill out paperwork. But there is going to be a ton of the little green guys lined up at all these different little stations, and you're going to hear them going back and forth to each other in a language I don't think any of you can understand. Gerd, can you speak?
Yeah, I got Goblin.
Okay, so you're actually going to understand what they're saying, and they're just going about just bitching about the day, you know, just random worker banter about, you know, just complaining and nagging and just going on and on and on. But as you guys walk in, they're all going to be like, all of their attention is going to be drawn towards you guys, and they're all going to be trying to flag you guys down, coming to their window. Like, each of you, like, yes, come over here. No, come over to this one. You know, they're all going to be like barking at you guys, as they are all eagerly waiting to help you.
I'm gonna go to the very end counter.
Okay.
And then in Goblin, I'd say,
Pleasure to meet you. I'm here to open a saving. I'd like to deposit something.
What are you going to deposit with us today?
I will pull out my bag of stones and place it on the counter.
You carry around a bag of stones?
I do.
Because D&D.
Bag of rocks.
All right. So you can put your sack of rocks up on the counter, and this little goblin is going to pull out this small stack of paperwork. It's actually a little bit bigger than small, and he's going to tell you that you can fill it out here, or you can go to one of the tables to start filling it out. It's just going to be asking all these different background and security questions, and address, and just a bunch of just like it's ridiculous the amount of stuff that they're wanting you to fill out.
Yeah, before I get started on this, I had a couple of questions for you about how you run your business.
Yes, we don't have anything to hide here.
And then one of the goblins next to me, like, no, we have nothing to hide at all.
Obvious insight check.
I don't even know if we need an insight check.
You don't need one. Yeah.
Does anybody else have any questions that they might slip to Gur that you might want me to ask before I ask my own?
Why don't you ask yours, and then if we have any more.
Are they hiring?
Probably not for your breed.
I could be security, huh?
Yeah, that's true.
How exactly secure are your votes? I want to know that my item is properly defended.
Would you like to speak to our manager?
I would love to.
He can go over all the details for you.
That would be beautiful. I'd love to.
All right, so as you are starting to, fill out the stuff, he's going to disappear for a while. You're going to hear all the other guys just going off, speaking just random crap. You're going to see another one come around the corner, and he's going to actually come out to meet you, and he's going to walk up to the table, and he's holding this staff. It's more like a wand, and on the end of it is this kind of spherical dome, and you can see it kind of pulsating a light purple flicker on the inside. It's very faint, but you can see it, and he's kind of just twirling it around and holding it as he walks up.
I heard you have questions for me. What is it that I can do for you?
He very slowly, methodically says to you.
Well, me and my friends here were planning on depositing some items, but I wanted to make sure your security. How tight is it? How good is it? I want to know that my items are properly protected.
That is a fantastic question, and all of our highest profile clients and customers ask us that. I can tell you must have something of high value.
Chemical components that are hard to come by.
The more rare, the better, because our security is top-notch. Over here we have a state-of-the-art, impenetrable vault. Underneath there is multiple security systems that trigger. We have arcanic enchantments on the bricks of the very foundation that forbids any magical means of coming in through otherwise the vault.
Ask him about the staff. I want to know about the staff.
My companion here is admiring the fine staff you have. He's wondering what it might be. Something so magical.
You're gonna see his eyes kind of chase back and forth really quickly, but in an instant he's kind of regained his composure, and he's gonna.
Oh, this is just what the manager carries around. It's a token of authority. That's all. Simply, that's it.
Can I roll an insight check on that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure that's... Okay.
Super
That's
sus.
0 to wisdom. Or to insight.
Nice.
Oh.
All right, you are not buying what he says. With your lack of experience with his particular species or race, you don't know exactly to what extent, but yeah, you're not buying it.
I don't trust him.
I'm going to slide down my goggles as if I'm just trying to get a better look and use the detect magic feature of them to identify the school of magic.
Oh, that is a good question.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm going to have to do some thinking here real quick.
how awkward do you guys think it would be for me to ask about their employee policies, whether or not they're treating their employees right?
Oh, hey, I can take care of that. And 13's still quite drunk. Is going to go over to the windows.
Sober up first, jeez.
Abjuration is probably gonna be the closest one.
Okay.
Okay. What's you guys got?
Should we be letting him wander off by himself?
He does his coming. You're gonna need to get used to these.
All right, 13. What are you trying to do?
So, I was wondering, what kind of retirement policies do you have?
Retirement? None anymore.
They're all kind of giggle amongst each other.
Why do you say not anymore?
Policy changes.
What, new management?
You could call it that. Yeah.
They're all gonna start giggling and laughing amongst each other.
That kind of caught my ear.
Okay.
There's something fishy going on.
I was just wondering.
We're not hiring, by the way.
He goes walking back.
Okay.
Oh, they're not hiring. I was hoping to maybe get a job as a bank teller. I could. Although I don't know if I'd fit back there very pretty cramped.
Awesome.
I like the idea, but that 13 had, I'm gonna try my own line of questioning. Just go over to a different teller, get like 10 silver in exchange for a gold, make an excuse to be there.
Oh, okay, absolutely. They'll go ahead and do the transaction for you. But what were you trying to ask?
I just was there. Was it Grixel? I don't want to pronounce his name wrong to you.
Gritzel?
Goblin.
Grixel.
So I was just while they're making the change, I'll make some like, I used to have a buddy of mine who worked here, Grixel. Maybe you knew him.
Yes. Who's? Why are you asking?
No, it's just coming here reminds me that he's just got screwed by management. I mean, he's just so upset he was dependent on that pension. I mean, that's rough. I mean, did you all lose pension? That must be awful.
No, none of us are anywhere near that, so we don't plan on staying here for that long.
No, I'd be upset if I worked here. If management will screw their oldest employee. Imagine what he'll do to you guys.
But we save so much money, isn't it funny?
Thank you for my change. No, I worry sometimes that he'll do something desperate. I doubt it. He's got a good head on his shoulders, but just
He's older
strange that they would treat their employees so.
He's older than the bank. There's nothing that he could do. He's never gonna get past our security.
As he hands you.
Well, I should hope not.
He doesn't have a
Otherwise,
chance.
I would have to take my money somewhere. Thank you, my friend.
Come
And then
again.
I'm just gonna walk back over here
Okay.
and just acknowledge that they don't seem all that torn up about poor Grixel.
Poor Grixel. Was he just like that old fogey at the office that nobody really liked?
That is a fair assessment.
Oh no. We have to help poor Grixel.
Okay, what do you guys like to do? So you're still going through the paperwork. You're almost at the bottom of the pile, Gur. If anybody has anything else that they want to do while they're here,
I could go open up an account too.
you want to open one as well?
Sure, why not? I do have a lot of stuff on me that I could deposit.
Okay. What kind of stuff are you trying to get rid of?
Well, since I got this Bjorn bag, I may not have need for, and I'll start like just kind of dumping stuff out. I've got some ball bearings here, some this iron pot, a candle, some blankets, this
Bunch of junk.
hunting trap. Yeah, here's a. I'll keep the flask, but the pythons and maybe ration. I'll keep that squirt bottle. I could put instant. Got some mantine ore. Yeah, I could put that in there too, and just like a mountain of just shit, just junk.
Sure. So as you're just like saying, each item as you're kind of piling it up on this little tiny counter, and all of them that were just kind of bickering and talking back and forth and just fucking around, all of them would just like stop talking and slowly all look as you're just like, oh, and I got this thing and this thing, and just make this massive pile. And then they all stare at the teller that's in front of you, and he's just kind of like, he grabs a little push stick from underneath it, starts trying to leverage into the bottom thing in the pile, but he's so small he can't really push it, but he's trying to like shove the whole pile off of his thing. We only take high value items. He's like, ah. But the adamantine, he would notice that.
Sorry.
So yeah, they wouldn't want to take all the other shit, but if those you were wanting to deposit, they would definitely hand you a stack of paperwork you could start filling out as well.
So, and I'm gonna get down really close. Is there somebody that can help fill this stuff out?
I can help you, Junem, if you require assistance.
Good.
Okay.
I'll take it from here. Thank you. I'm gonna start packing all this shit back into my bag.
Okay. All right. So, Gur, you would have finished the paperwork by now, and let's see. The manager would have introduced himself. His name is Grom. He would have. Sorry, I totally forgot to do that. So he's going through telling you all the security stuff or whatever, and he'll also explain to you the process since you're getting at the end of the paperwork. You'll turn the paperwork in. They're going to bring out a stone, and they're going to say they're going to prick your finger, and you drip blood onto the stone, and then that will make a little glyph appear on the rune stone, and that's how it's going to be linked to it. Okay.
Awesome stuff.
All right, so he'll bring he'll take the paperwork, and he'll come back with this little tiny stone that's maybe the size of a quarter, but thicker, and he has this little tiny sharp little, like, it looks like maybe like a letter opener, and he'll go, like, when you're ready, he'll prick your finger, right, and kind of squeeze your finger a little bit as the blood kind of just, as soon as the first drop hits the stone, you're going to see this little green magical writing just kind of appear as this glyph sets into this runic stone, and he'll give it back to you and tell you that you use this to withdraw or deposit from your account.
Do I go up to the tellers, or is there a room that I walk into draw from?
You come to the teller.
Very well.
Yes, we don't allow anyone past the vaults.
Understandable. Security.
Okay. And as he starts walking off, he starts flicking the little wand, and you can see the little purple thing inside kind of swirling as he's kind of moving away with it.
Do you require a bandage, my friend?
Yeah. The fur mats over the blood is self-bandaging.
Trust me, he's done a lot of bleeding in the game so far. He's died a couple times.
Well, I know that. Voxel doesn't.
That's true. Okay, fair. Okay. All right, so Junem, you can start having Voxel help you with your paperwork, I guess, and they're going to do the same thing. Are you going to be willing to let them prick your finger?
It's okay. What's your middle name?
Nem.
And how old are you, if you don't mind me asking? It's
never
forgets. I'll put down 34.
Very close.
Right? Okay, 34.
I'm closer to like 110. Let's be honest here.
Well, you certainly look 34.
Oh, thank you. It's kind.
Flattery. Good tactics there. Awesome.
See, now I have to ask because it's driving me crazy. Are we calling you by your first and middle name, or is your name Junem Nem? Because that just seems like poor planning.
Oh, no, his name is Junem Nem.
Junem Nem.
Yeah, there used to be a whole song about it.
Watch me juju.
Yeah.
No, watch me nem nem.
Does anyone ever call you Juju?
Yes, I've been called that many times before.
This is his nickname in high school, actually.
Yeah, you can pretty much call him whatever you want.
There's the line.
Just don't call him late for dinner.
I mean, the line can't be drawn very clearly. You let this one ride you.
It's okay. He's earned that privilege. He saved my meat plenty of times before.
And if we didn't let him ride, we'd be waiting for him to catch up.
These little legs, you know.
So, Junem, did you say you're gonna finish the thing, or are you gonna decline?
Yeah, I'm not happy about it, I suppose, but it makes sense.
Okay.
And I'm kind of tired of lugging all this adamantine around anyways.
Okay. Was there anything else you guys are wanting to do here in the bank while you're here?
So he's going to put it in the crooked bank.
Make sure you get a receipt for that.
That's a good idea. What's a receipt?
It's like a piece of paper that you get because they
30.
I'm sure 13,
purchase, yeah.
13 can hold on to it for you.
13 gets up on his tiptoes and puts his finger on Voxel's mouth.
I'm sure 13 can hold on to it for you.
That's fair. That's fair.
Lean over to Junam. Weren't we supposed to turn in that to the hill dwarfs?
No, not the big one. That was the little one that I chopped off with the.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, the rest of that we gave back. The pure stuff.
Okay. So were you guys wanting to head back, or was there anything else you guys want to do?
Okay, as we head out, I'm gonna look back just to see if they're watching us.
No, they're gonna go back to their goblin banter and just fucking around. Okay. All right. So you guys can start heading back to Grixel's, and we're gonna go on our first break. And we come back, these guys will pick up right there at his house and figure out what they're gonna do. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. This is Total Tabletop Horseman Apocalypse. We are getting ready to start off season 2. So we got the 3 players down below, and then we got 2 people who are interviewing for the 4th position. So blow up the chat. Let us know what you guys think about these guys, who we should pick. Yeah, it's gonna be fun stuff. The season's gonna be a long trek, so we are being pretty picky about who we choose. But go ahead and drop a follow, click the bell icon if you guys want to be notified, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes.
Thank you.
Thanks.
My name is Julian. I have become a conscientious protector for those who cannot protect themselves. Odd things have been happening since Ilundra disappeared. The tides fell out of order during the first eclipse, and the females of my tribe have since become ill. Being from a nomadic coastal tribe, this is very concerning. That is what brought me to Corvalia's temple, in search of answers. I was there when the first horsemen arrived, and it was then that I knew the full extent of my destiny. I seek the knowledge to allow my tribe to survive and flourish. I seek the answers to the goddess's disappearance, and I seek the means to prevent the devastation of these horsemen from ever happening again.
Hey yo, 13 here, Ambassador for Unity and Honey. First thing I recall is waking in the Temple of the Unities. There, I learned and I studied all about Ilundra, and let me tell you what, her ways, they was rad. But so few people would listen to the words, this really started to get me down. This is where I finds out I fights better with a buzz. Yeah, I'm a monk, what of it? My love is honey, and my soul is unity. Some of yous call me a dirty rat, and yous know who I'm talking about. So after years of preaching the unity, it's not until now that yous come to my door asking me for help. Well, this may be the miracle opening I was looking for. Let's go. Hey, anybody see my pants?
When I was young, and still unsure whether my name was Gur or if there was just the noise my father made to call for me, a woman named Ilundra visited my village. and the sheer variety and potential I saw in her magic made it so my course was clear from a fairly young age. I vowed to learn magic to better the world around me. Moved to the city of Laywell as a crafter shortly after, and set about learning from any who would teach me, though not many would, as the Revenant guarded their magic with a zeal. While many found me to be dependable solver to many of their troubles, it wasn't long until I hit a wall in my studies, so I took it upon myself to explore the land and seek knowledge where I could, leaving the city of Waylow behind. In my travels, I helped those I could, but to me it never seemed to be enough. There were always more things attacking, people needing saving, but I cannot allow myself to wallow in this. I must rise up and end this once and for all. Someone or something must be behind the horsemen, and I will find them.
My name is Nam. I have become a conscientious protector for those who cannot protect themselves. Odd things have been happening since Ilundra disappeared. The tides fell out of order during the first eclipse, and the females of my tribe have since become ill. Being from a nomadic coastal tribe, this is very concerning. That is what brought me to Corvalia's temple, in search of answers. I was there when the first horsemen arrived, and it was then that I knew the full extent of my destiny. I seek the knowledge to allow my tribe to survive and flourish. I seek the answers to the goddess's disappearance, and I seek the means to prevent the devastation of these horsemen from ever happening again.
Hey yo, 13 here, Ambassador for Unity and Honey. First thing I recall is waking in the Temple of the Unities. There, I learned and I studied all about Ilundra. And let me tell you what, her ways, they was rad. But so few people would listen to the words, this really started to get me down. This is where I finds out I fights better with a buzz. Yeah, I'm a monk, what of it? My love is honey, and my soul is unity. Some of yous call me a dirty rat, and yous know who I'm talking about. So after years of preaching the unity, it's not until now that yous come to my door asking me for help. Well, this may be the miracle opening I was looking for. Let's go. Hey, anybody see my pants?
When I was young, and still unsure whether my name was Gur or if there was just the noise my father made to call for me, a woman named Ilundra visited my village, and the sheer variety and potential I saw in her magic made it so my course was clear from a fairly young age. I vowed to learn magic to better the world around me. Moved to the city of Laywell as a crafter shortly after, and set about learning from any who would teach me, though not many would, as the Revenant guarded their magic with a zeal. While many found me to be dependable solver to many of their troubles, it wasn't long until I hit a wall in my studies, so I took it upon myself to explore the land and seek knowledge where I could, leaving the city of Waylow behind. In my travels, I helped those I could, but to me it never seemed to be enough. There were always more things attacking, people needing saving, but I cannot allow myself to wallow in this. I must rise up and end this once and for all. Someone or something must be behind the horsemen, and I will find them.
My name is Nam. I have become a conscientious protector for those who cannot protect themselves. Odd things have been happening since Ilundra disappeared. The tides fell out of order during the first eclipse, and the females of my tribe.
All right, and we are back. Thanks for sticking with us, everybody. And you know what? We reset the table tokens, so let's do our first giveaway. We haven't done one yet, so if you guys want, we can open a quick giveaway. While we're doing that, so you guys are en route to going back to Grixel's house, so you guys can go ahead and RP while I open this up, and you guys will type in the chat !raffle to enter, and we'll give away, let's do 50 table tokens.
From far as I could see, the goblins were, the bank were definitely not the politest kind. Scolded moment.
I feel
Yes.
like there's something wrong there. There appears to be something. I wonder if they're being abused or.
Well,
feel
the
like-
staff did not seem to care about Grixel's problem, but it still doesn't sit well with me to rob them simply because Grixel has a chip on his shoulder.
I believe him. I for one believe him. I think they did rob him.
Oh, I believe they fired him just to not pay his pension, but
You don't
thievery is still not okay.
You don't think
Even if the
it's-
item technically does not belong to anyone.
If someone has taken something from you, is it not your right to take something back?
Legally, no. Morally, yes.
That's
There you
that's
go.
kind of a question. What kind of laws are in place to discourage acts like this from both parties?
All right, who knocks here? V9, you won the raffle, so I'm going to give you 50 table tokens.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
You did it.
It's here.
Who knocks here? All right, edits. You got 8 points, so we'll bump you up to 58. Awesome. And when we come back from the break later, we'll do it again.
Gamble it away.
All right. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, question for the DM then. In that case, would I be aware of any kind of rules or laws regarding the ability to fire people without cause?
As far as you know, Canterbury is kind of a right-to-work continent. So people
Okay.
can fire for whatever.
No labor unions.
Yeah, nothing's unionized. So.
Oh, we're not going to get into union politics? That's
No, I'm
that's
sorry.
what I was here for.
Get out of here, Stab.
Well, I guess it may depend, for one, on what was in that paperwork that Drixel provided us. If anything, if it's valid.
Did he let us take the paperwork? I don't think he would have let us take the paperwork, did he?
No, it was still there with him, but you guys are, heading back.
I mean,
so
we're
you
on
guys
our
can-
way there.
Yeah. All right. So you guys show back up at Grixel's place, and he's going to be kind of laying in this really shitty, it's kind of like a burlap hammock. He's just kind of rocking back and forward. But the smoke is kind of built back up again, so you can see just kind of billowing out the top. And as he sees you guys coming in, he's going to grab some more of that liquid, and he's going to kind of douse it on the outside to kind of bring the smoke back down. Seems like he likes it that way. But as you guys are coming back in,
So, how did it go? Did you get a rune?
Here we go.
Yes.
Perfect. Bring it here.
and as you hand it over to him, he's going to have this, it almost looks like silver. It's like a silvery box, and he's going to lift up the lid, and he's going to carefully set the stone inside of it and close it. And he'll just kind of leave it there for a little bit.
So, what did you guys think of the Golden Goblin?
I believe you, my friend. I think we should help you with your cause here. What do my friends have to say?
Sort of looks around.
I say there's no reason not to besides the law, but the law can occasionally be wrong on these matters. Big business will always find a way to screw the little guy.
Is it possible maybe that someone could get a better look at that documentation and
Absolutely, yes.
verify?
Yeah, they're still out, so he'll kind of hand it to you. What exactly are you guys looking for?
I'm gonna hand it right over to somebody else, whoever's next to me.
Sure.
Hands it to me. I already looked at it. I hand it to
Sure.
Junam. He hands it over.
I'll
Yeah.
take it.
Somebody
Yeah,
takes that paperwork.
See what's in there regarding the policies, what was promised, what was supposed to have been given, if anything.
Sure.
Yep.
it'll-
Hey, Grixel,
Yes.
Oh,
where
You're awake. Nice to see you.
where can I go around here to take a gur?
Would you please stop saying that?
To take a what? Is that something
know.
that you You mice people do? Oh, yeah. Go anywhere out in the wood line is fine. Please don't do it here.
13 heads out.
Good to my friend. It goes to my friend. The goblins at the bank were behaving rather oddly. Are they? They seemed a bit off. Care to comment on that? Or is that just normal? Like they seem very giggly. They seem like they didn't want to talk about anything too serious. I feel.
Were you saying it to Grixel or to the party?
Yes.
Oh,
sorry, to Grixel. I'm trying to get Grixel's input on this.
Yes, when I first began working there, it was many of my friends. We became friends over the years, and they all moved on. And now it's a bunch of these younger, fresher goblins that have moved in, and they don't like us elderly folk. I know in some races they take care of their elderly, but ours, they kind of throw us to the side, and they don't really respect us anymore.
That's horrible.
Yes.
Sorry to hear that.
So, are you all on board?
Actually, I did have one more question. Is there the manager's staff? Does it have any magical properties that you're aware of?
Oh, yes, I totally forgot to mention it. I'm so glad you saw it. By chance, did you see what color was inside of it?
I think it was purple?
Purple.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. So, the key, once we get this stone reset, the key is going to be using something that I have been building that is not quite complete, but also retrieving that staff. And since it was purple, it means it will be turned clockwise when inserted into the vault door. Not counterclockwise, but clockwise. Can you remember that detail?
Yes.
It's a very important detail.
Yes.
Clockwise.
Okay.
Not counter.
Writing this down in bold.
And he will go into kind of a rucksack looking thing, and he'll kind of pull it open, and you'll see him pull out these metal set of gauntlets that's got these kind of actually it's got these metallic plates across it, and the fingertips come to these sharp points. The inside of it seems to be kind of leather, but it's got these plates across it, and there is this spot in the center on the back of the hands that have this kind of circular opening. And he will explain, these gauntlets that I have been constructing are going to be the key to getting through the vault door if you guys can get a hold of the manager's wand. I definitely advise us going at nighttime when the bank is closed, but these gauntlets are not quite complete. I'm trying to make gauntlets of resting, and what these will do is, when coming in contact with anything metal, it will cause it to turn to rust. So that will allow you to break it to get through, but to disarm it is going to require that staff as well.
Dispel magic wouldn't do anything?
It would not work.
Okay.
What about a knock spell, Gur? You are a accomplished wizard. Surely that would help.
Counterspell, haste, dispel magic, summoning magic horses. I don't have knock.
The security of the bank is very high. Any magical rays of getting inside or breaking through would not work. This is the only thing that I could find that will actually break down the vault doors, these gauntlets of resting. But they, sadly, are not completed yet. There is still one component I am missing.
What is that component?
What an excellent question.
And he will pull out this kind of scroll thing and kind of unroll it onto the table. And then he will show a little diagram.
There are some monsters in the area that have kind of all but been killed off. I've been trying to find any of them, and I may have found finally, after many months of trying to find where they could possibly be.
Inside of them, and he'll kind of point at this paper scroll that's kind of laid out.
There are these glands inside of the rust monsters that I require. If you can extract one of the glands without breaking it, that is the final piece for the gauntlet of resting.
Those things are very ugly.
They do not look very
Hey.
lovely.
I think they're adorable.
I'm sure if you raised one from a child, it could be quite friendly and useful.
Perhaps.
And he'll kind of go through the anatomy, kind of show you like where on the insides that they are, and can tell you like to be very careful when you're trying to extract it, not to burst it. They're very delicate.
Okay.
So
Seems a lot more involved than I was thinking originally. I thought we just needed the rune stone and the teller would hand it to me.
It's
Remind me, Grexel, what was it we were retrieving that has been lost and no one knows who it belonged to?
It is called the Midas File. It is... Well, if you can get it, I can quite show you, and this is how I would be able to pay you guys for your troubles for this mission.
Gur, have you perhaps heard of this object before?
Let's find out. Would that be a history check or an arcana?
Well, I'll just let you know you actually haven't heard of this before.
All right.
Yeah.
New.
Which would kind of be weird for you because you know a little bit about everything. You've never heard of this thing before.
I think perhaps we should go find this creature then.
does anybody want to read off all those words on the page there? Let a brother know what's going on here.
Gur will go through it with you and read them off and point them out.
Because what I'm seeing is that it absorbs magic, and shit, that could make it tough. But
If it devours magical items, it absorbs it. Yeah.
antenna on what?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to read.
Those
Dwemer
antennae-
eaters
Wolver
absorb
Eater?
magic.
Yeah. Rest monster, yeah.
Dwemer Eater is the dwarf name for it.
So does it eat magical items then, or
It eats magical items.
does anyone have any of those that we could perhaps bait it into a trap with?
The only rust monsters that are still alive, there's a local clan of bandits who have kind of corralled them into one of their camps.
Oh, I've never said no to fighting some bandits.
It should be pretty
Yes,
easy
this
if you
part
just
of the job
break in.
I
and...
agree with.
Awesome.
Right.
So where are these bandits?
Go ahead.
Yeah, so he can describe they're going to be kind of not very far away. Close enough to where he could have done it, but he's an old dude. Like, this is definitely something he would be able to do. So it's starting to make more sense why he was outsourcing for the job. And it's a lot of stuff that he couldn't do, so.
Junyam, do we still have any of that sap?
Oh, God.
I don't think we do.
Be on lookout for the same
I'll
tree
double
that I
check.
showed you before. Maybe we could do
Probably
the same
for
thing
the
again.
best.
If not for now, for any time in the future, that stuff was useful.
And remind everybody, if we have anyone new, what is the sap you guys are talking about?
The sap is like pure 100-proof liquor. It got them. It gets dwarfs drunk.
That would be a 200 proof liquor.
Sorry,
That's,
200 proof liquor.
Talking from me, you know. I know my liquor.
The proof number is double the percentage, yes.
Thank you, 13.
That's funny.
13 can just taste liquor and knows exactly how alcoholic it is.
What we were referencing was we put it in their food supply and knocked out a bandit camp. At least the food hall.
Right.
Their full voice, just, yes, the old sap trick. It works every time. And then just Tavaxo, do you know what they're talking about?
No.
60% of the time, it works every time.
I don't. Yeah, I think we used. I think we used it all
I
on
think you
the
do too. Yep.
on the last one. But yeah, keep an eye out for that tree in our.
Perhaps we should dress one of us up as one of these beasts and make it look like they've missed one.
That is quite the feat. That is the ugly beast.
Who could be as ugly as this thing and actually pull it off?
And everyone kind of slowly looks at Junem.
Oh, I'm not saying. Perhaps our goblin friend here. He's pretty ugly. If you don't mind me saying so.
So.
You know, every time I say that, he gets mad.
Gur is speechless.
I know where you are asleep.
No, sorry, our small goblin friend, not the large. I apologize. I did not mean to slight you. You are quite handsome.
Goblinoids.
Oh, you were talking about me?
Yes.
Oh, they're talking about the half of your party's ugly.
Yes.
All right, so he was. Go ahead.
I can take the shape of many beasts, but this is well beyond my magics. I could perhaps look like a bandit.
I could as well if you needed someone to go with you.
I myself am quite proficient at disguising myself. I've been in quite the pickle before where I've had to make myself look like someone else.
Not that I doubt your abilities, but is that... You are the ones to go in, so whatever method you choose, but wouldn't it be easier just to go in there and just get it quickly and wipe out the bandits? I mean, they are bandits after all.
Do you know how many there are?
I don't know.
Then it could be that.
4 or 5, most likely.
Eyes pan back and forth.
13 takes another drink.
Okay.
Let's go after the bandits.
He is drastically undershooting and making it sound a little bit easier.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, 4. 6 at most, I'm sure.
Well, if we could get them all to stand in one place, I whip out my wand. We could get rid of them all at once.
Is he
boom
talking
wand.
to the wand?
The fireball wand, yeah.
Boomstick.
Boomstick.
Yes.
This
Nice.
is my boomstick.
And thus the legacy was born.
I do see potential in the. This could give us a chance to evaluate our interns here on the battlefield.
Oh, have they never done any missions or quests for you before?
Oh, no, they're old friends.
Oh.
I turn over to I turn over to him and say, "Are we?"
But of course, they were pleased to meet me.
Okay.
And also you, I'm sure.
Charmed.
So yeah, I think you Nem is right.
It's 3 nems in it now. It's growing.
You nem.
Nom, 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 nom,
Nom 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 nom. Should name him Junam.
His middle name is actually Nom. Yeah.
Nom.
Junem Nom.
Junem nom.
I just made it up on the fly. I don't know what a middle name is.
Well, maybe that's what
I
Junem
have
thinks it is. Maybe it's secret hidden backstory that even Junem doesn't know.
Deep backstory.
The middle name is something that we'll only learn in the finale 3 years from now.
Cosmo.
All right, and you guys defeat the final boss. But
Cosmo.
Junem, what is your middle name? We've been waiting so long.
The final boss's last words are, "Junem, your middle name is," and then he dies.
No!
Amazing.
All right. I guess we head out to the bandit camp unless anyone else has any
Anything
I have
else?
no objections to this.
All right.
I've got no objections.
Perfect. All right, so he was saying when you guys should go to the bank is after it closes at nighttime, and it actually seems like the distance going to this bandit camp, coming back, finishing up and heading back is probably going to be around about the right time, as long as you guys don't take, way too long. Actually, well, it wouldn't matter because it'd just be later in the night, so it should be good either way. I misspoke on that. All right, so you guys can head out, and it's going to be towards the thicker part of the forest that you guys kind of came through the first time, and eventually bring you guys here in the top left corner. Did it move you guys?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this denser, thicker part is going to kind of reveal that there's this rock face that's like a smaller mountain that didn't really peak above the trees. All the trees in this part, because it's so dense, this inner part, a lot of the trees have died off just from not getting any natural sunlight. There's kind of a canopy that's over it, so all this immediate trees and stuff are all going to be dead. But this looks like the correct place based off what Crixel had told you guys. So you can take it away.
13 is gonna hunker down. He's just gonna start walking along very quietly.
Okay.
Vox is gonna. I think Vox is gonna follow him.
By very quietly, you mean not quiet at all?
He's got the hiccups.
Be like, hey!
And I think Vox is gonna follow along. I think he's a little concerned by the drunkard going first. Ooh.
All right, so Junem.
Following their example, I'm going to assume we're walking normally. Just kind of going along for now.
La-di-da-di-da.
As Voxel becomes one with the shadows.
So, Voxel, Samuel, how would you do a short abandoned camp?
Probably disguise myself as a bandit. Infiltrate and either, well, wait till they're asleep and then strike, perhaps.
Personally, I would enter inside unseen to evaluate their numbers and then make a plan from there based on who's with me.
Hey, I'm with you.
Yeah, we got your back. Don't worry.
They're yelling. They won't hear us coming at all.
With every loud word, you can see Voxel just flinch a little.
I love both of your plans. They probably won't happen.
Just gonna look at Gur and Voxel. What are you doing? Because I'm just looking at Junem and 13 walking basically normal, along with myself. Are you okay?
Trying
got
to balance
just
the
two-
scales.
You've got a cat and mouse just sort of sneaking up, and everyone else behind them. Is
Like
just,
Tom and Jerry.
All right, so as you guys are starting to make your way, you see an entrance that kind of recedes into the stone face, and the stairs seem like they've kind of been carved out of the actual rock face as it kind of goes in. The walls are very rough. There is a little bit of light that is kind of tracing around the corner, kind of indicating that you would go kind of north once you came in. And you can't hear anything at this point. All of your passive perceptions wouldn't pick up any kind of indication of people at this spot here.
At an entrance then with the not even so much the passive, but the keen smell. I guess there's not really much to take from that.
No, actually,
expecting it.
Yeah, no, your keen smell would pick up traces of the scent of dog. Wolf, or canine, some kind of canine.
Canine? Okay.
wait, Sean, you mean my passive perception of 8 doesn't pick up anything?
Nope, not quite.
You could do an active roll if you like, but your passives, yeah.
I think that might end up worse.
Fair. Okay.
Well,
And you guys,
that.
you three would remember from your last encounter that
13.
they did have a lot of wolves.
13, come here.
Dad, what?
I want to try
He
something.
goes back. He goes back.
Here, put this on. And I'm gonna hand you a ring. And I'm gonna see if you put that on.
Oh.
I'm trying something new here.
I didn't know you cared.
Oh, it's not that kind of ring.
Like it, then you should have put a ring on it. That's why I don't play a bard.
We're gonna do a warding bond.
Ooh.
So just don't go too far. Don't go too far out, and I can help you soak up some damage. I think maybe a
spell wards
boost
a
you up a
willing
little bit.
creature you touch and creates a mystic connection between you. +1 to AC and saving throws, and has resistance to all damage. Wow.
But I
he
take
takes
that
damage as well.
resistance base.
Okay.
So I basically take half of the damage he does.
Gotcha. Okay. Damage mitigation.
So it's not resistance. It's really just giving you half.
Sure. Sure.
Sounds cooler saying resistance to all damage.
You made the life play with this and hissing? All right. What you guys like to do?
I'm going to drop Wobbles,
Okay.
put them on the ground, and send them in.
Okay. So go ahead and use your token. Because I don't have a Wobbles. I can make a Wobbles token for next time, but go ahead and use yours as him, so it'll be the same vision and everything.
All right. Let me just measure something here.
Hey, while you do that, I'm gonna step off for a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Before he does that, could I take a moment? I'm going to say a quick prayer. May the light of Savadine guide you, my friend. Speaking down to this familiar.
Oh,
and,
okay.
try and give him bardic inspiration.
The familiar?
Yeah.
Nice,
I
it.
lean down and completely seriously say, may the light of Savadine guide you.
You
to
hear
this
just a,
rodent.
and then he does a little hand movement and runs off.
Amazing.
All right, so he can, after he's rolled, he can add a d8 to the roll. I
Nice.
correctly after you've made the roll, but before you find out if it was successful.
All right. So Wobbles is starting to scurry very quietly, making his way in there with this epic quest he's been given,
Would you like a stealth
ordained
check
by the
for
goddesses.
Wobbles?
What's that?
Would you like a stealth check for Wobbles?
You know, it's gonna be really good. So yeah, I mean, he's a little tiny quiet squirrel. It's gonna be fine.
All right, so within 100 feet, I can speak to him telepathically, or like I can communicate telepathically
Sure.
and warg out into him.
Sure. Yep. So whilst warging, you're going to see. This looks like the actual entrance. There's going to be some torches that are kind of flickering, and there are two bandits. It looked just like the bandit clan that you had ran into before. There seems to be two of them at the entrance, with a corridor that leads inward, and you can only see as far as your vision on the map actually allows.
Okay.
Is there dynamic lights, or is it globally illuminated?
It's dynamic lighting, but I think it is globally illuminated. For no, I can't
It's
see
not.
behind me.
It's
I can't
not,
see
actually.
behind me. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Cool. So yeah. And then Wobbles will come back, and I will. Yeah, it's always weird. There are two guards guarding a door of some kind with a hallway behind it. There's torches outside and a small pond in the front.
I like
So
to
two
choose a
guards?
squirrel to do this, because I was about to volunteer my own services, but it's nice to stay outside.
Webbles is a skilled surveyor of things.
highly proficient.
Wobbles does a good job.
If we move in closer and remain quiet, I believe that Webbles may be able to get into the door and peek in further.
Okay, let's move ahead quietly.
Yes,
Did you know?
you two may want to actually sneak. You were just walking.
He's going to.
So was I, but
Boss is going to stare at Juneb quietly.
Got it. Are you saying you want me to roll again?
How much worse can it be, right?
Oh, you want to see?
I guess we're about to find out.
4.
Oh.
One worse.
Oh no.
The Loxodon does not do quiet.
Well,
That's
the
why he stayed
chainmail
out.
doesn't do quiet.
That's why he stayed out last time.
Yeah.
I got so lonely last time. I'm coming in this time.
Alright, it's up to you guys. Whatever you guys want to do.
All right, I think Vox is going to move in. Every clink and clank of Junem is just setting him more and more on edge. He's trying to escape it.
The left eye twitching with each step of Junem as he's chink,
Yeah.
chink, chink.
This.
Doing good, guys.
All right, then I will warg back into Wobbles.
Okay.
So you guys just see my body go.
Hey,
Slump
I'd
onto
like
the floor.
to catch him and sort of let him down gently.
You just go totally limp.
He doesn't
Yeah,
always
I-
land on his feet like you do.
I'm blind. I'm deaf. I can't feel anything. I just fall down. My eyes are white.
Vox is gonna lay it down nicely.
Wobbles is going to attempt to sneak around this pillar here. because it
13 is
doesn't
going
look
to
like
pick up
there
a little pebble and put it in Gur's nose.
could be a pleasant thing to wake up to.
Amazing.
What are you doing?
Oh, he loves it. It's a running gag. Well,
Would you like me to roll stealth for Wobbles now? Or?
No, you can just use your roll since this is your second roll. Instead of just keep doing it, we'll just use that one.
Okay.
All right. So as you're looking through Wobble's eyes, you're thinking you could actually kind of make your way very slowly, very quietly around that, as you can kind of hear the two guards are heavily distracted in their conversation. So yeah, you
What
can.
might they be saying?
They're going to be talking about a new batch of belts that they received in, and they're waiting to exchange the skulls that are on their belts for some new ones.
Are we the bad guys?
All right, so as Wobble comes around the corner right there, there are two wolves that are going to immediately lunge out, start barking, and just lunge out and bite
Oh no.
oh, poor Wobbles.
two Wobbles.
Oh,
Oh no.
Wobbles!
Good thing he's a familiar and not a real squirrel.
All right, so he lunges out, and so Wobbles is going to be...
1 HP. His AC is 10.
Okay.
Oh boy.
We'll actually roll it up then. All right, so let's get a bite.
He could make it.
Puff of smoke.
Which is actually not that bad, since it did puff to smoke.
Yeah.
All right, but the wolves are alerted, and so they're going to be howling. So what that is going to do is trigger initiative. So for everybody, there is for you two new guys, there is an initiative button macro. Click your token and then click that. It's bugged to add extra modifiers, so you guys need to make sure you do that so it's fair.
Or you can just do it the normal way.
It won't have the extra modifier in though, which all
What
the
extra?
monsters will have,
Oh,
if that makes sense.
It's the 0.16, 0.18. It's based off of your
that's
dexterity.
yeah.
Dex.
All right, that one.
24.18. Jeez.
Goodness.
13 is ready.
Yeah.
18 is one of the best ones I've had yet.
As soon as I come to, I'll inform him what I saw. There's two wolves, two guards at the front post, a couple of hallways in there, and maybe two more guys further back the hallway.
Okay.
What does he think about the pebble?
Oh yeah.
God. What did you... Snot rockets it out.
Tried to stop him. I really did.
Sure you did.
Tried so hard.
Got so far.
All right, so you're going to hear some howling from inside, and the bandits are going to be alerted that something's going on. And but at the I need to descend the order real quick. All right, so 13, you are at the top of the round. What would you like to do?
Let's see if I can do anything. So 10. So he is just going to go to here and set up that if anybody comes around the rock here, he's going to, if anybody comes in range, he's going to kick them.
Okay. All right, we go to the Junem. So you see 13 kind of come up around the corner with leg posed, ready to strike. What would you like to do?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What do you 13, what do you expect? Is this going to be tough, or are we going to let the new guys take the brunt of this?
Hey, we'll see what goes on.
I don't want to be rude, I want to get a full evaluation of their capabilities,
Combat is combat. We'll see what pans out.
Okay, well, for now, let's just I'll ready a sacred flame in case I see something.
Okay. All right.
And by see something, I mean from here I can see the guards. If they're going to come after us or if something comes towards us. 40. Shit. If I can see them, they can see me. Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna make it to there.
Yeah, I'm hiding behind the big rock.
All right.
I'm hiding behind it as well, but my whole upper half is above
Stick it out.
All right, Samael. Did I say it right?
You did say it right.
Samael. Okay. What'd you like to do?
I come back here. I will move.
Dylan's here. Hey, Dylan.
Corner.
Dylan.
And is that quite enough to? That's fine. That's about all my movement. Am I able to see this upper guard there around the?
If your vision lets you, if you can see it on the map, then your character can see it.
Well, just the angle of this rock made me question.
Yeah, that one's a lower one. I didn't dynamic light it because you can see over it.
Gotcha. In that case, I'm going to assume that howling means they're about to. I mean, I guess are they reacting to the howls? Or?
Yes, they're on high alert and looking around, trying to figure out what the wolves, found.
Okay. Well, then we are going to pull out a short bow and make good use of it. Hopefully.
Okay.
Okay. So ranger stuff. If on my first turn, if I'm attacking somebody who has not acted, I have advantage.
Okay.
And then on my first turn in combat, I can attack one additional time with my attack action, and the second shot, if it hits, will do additional damage. But what I'm going to do first, it is a bonus action. I'm going to cast Ensnaring Strike.
Okay. Let's see how it does.
Which I believe, there we go. Yes, now. Clicked on it, but it doesn't seem to be going into the thing.
Sean,
well, I'll just read it to you. If I hit him, well, the next time I hit somebody with a weapon attack, they'll have to make a strength saving throw or be restrained.
Okay.
And then they will take damage on each of their turns until they break out.
Go ahead and do your attack. And which one were you trying to hit? 1 or 2?
The upper one. The
Number one.
are they numbered? That would help.
Yep. Can you guys see the numbers on them?
Yep.
Okay.
Look at that. It actually had a thing. That's why it wasn't popping up. I cast it at level 1. There it is.
Okay.
Okay. The upper one, yeah.
All right.
I cannot read the number.
All right. So as you release your shot, it is going to miss over his shoulder. It's going to ricochet off of the stone.
Oh, he has advantage.
Oh, you
I
do
did have advantage.
I'm sorry, I missed that part. All right, so 26. That will hit. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Yeah, let me click. Come on.
All right, you got an
11.
11.
And the DC is 14.
All right, so he will fail.
All right, so he'll take a D6 damage on his turn, and we'll go from there. And then with my second attack, I am going to shoot at the other guy. the lower guy there.
Okay, that is a good one. So I'll do that.
Oh, and good thing I have advantage for this first round, apparently.
All right.
So that's 20 at the lower guard.
Okay, go ahead and
Is
roll
it the
damage.
whole round or just the first hit?
The first turn, I have advantage on people who haven't acted
Oh,
yet.
solid. Nice.
So I can do some good stuff turn 1. So that is that, and I don't have a way in macro to add the D8, so let me add the D8 of extra damage, except you gotta put a slash in it, don't you?
Yeah, slash roll.
It helps.
Yep.
2
Extra
additional
2?
damage.
All right. It is almost going to take him down, but he is still standing.
And then I'm just gonna be ready, because that's my turn.
Okay. All right. All right, so the top one is restrained, right?
Yes. So if it's his turn, he can make a strength check to break out, and then he takes a D6 of piercing on the start of his turn.
Okay.
Which I can roll unless you'd rather roll it.
No, it's fine. I'm going to do something. Okay. So he does not know where the shots are coming from. All right, he's going to be lodged in place. All right, you guys are going to see a wolf starting to beeline down the hallway, and it's just growling and barking as he's starting to head towards the entrance. Gur, what would you like to do?
I'm going to ask the party, so is the plan to just rush in there and kill everyone?
I think we started that.
My plan was to stay here and kill everyone.
Let them come to us.
Fatal funnel.
But I'm taking that as a yes. We
You
are
did
no longer
say
frustrated.
you did say the front line comes to you.
This is true. And I will come over and tap 13 on the shoulder, and
Oh, God.
Yes.
you now are hasted. You have +2 to your AC, advantage on dexterity saving throws, and gain an additional action on each of your turns.
Cue the song, Let the Bodies Hit the Floor. All right.
Yep.
Anything else?
God.
No.
Souped up.
No.
All right.
I whisper good luck in his ear.
Okay, so if I move up here, I can see them, right?
Yeah, you can see it on the map. Your character can see it.
Okay, I'm going to. Okay, for my action, I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on the wolf, actually.
Okay.
Your mother was a hamster.
Well, I wouldn't say that near Gur with his companion having just died.
Too soon, John. Too soon.
I'm so sorry.
It's gonna be a DC 16 Wisdom save.
Alrighty.
Okay, so he's gonna have a disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Okay.
And with the same, and he does this with a prayer, sort of condemning the wolf, even though it doesn't really understand him.
Sure.
I'm sure it understands his intentions. And then in the same, with a bonus action, I'm going to give the monk a point of bardic inspiration.
Oh, God.
Yes.
All right, so you can roll a d8 on any save, ability check, or attack in the next 10 minutes.
The nuke is almost complete.
All right. Anything else?
I'm good.
Okay, so you're going to see some more wolves starting to snarl as they're coming down the hallway, making their way towards where you guys are. He is going to be confused. All right, he doesn't see you guys yet either, so he is going to pull out his scimitar and start very slowly walking out towards the position where you guys are. And because there are so many of you, he is now going to be alerted where you are, and he's going to start to yell, "Hey, they're right over here!" And so the other bandit's going to be looking towards that direction. And we go to 13.
All right.
Here we go.
13, 10, 20, 30, 40. I don't even know why I'm counting. So he gets to hear with his first, and he's like, "Oh yeah, hey, you better, yeah, work, yeah." Well, he's just talking so fast, he's talking over himself.
Oh, because the haste.
Yeah. And he punches the bandit in the knee.
Okay. That will hit. And he only has 1 health, so how do you want to do it?
So when he punches him in the knee, it hyperextends his knee, and it just cracks inward. He's...
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, you're just going to hear a blood-curdling scream as the back half of the leg just kind of cripples out as he falls to the ground, and the wolves are just going to starting to bark and howl at you. What else would you do?
And then he runs over to here, because I have 80 feet of movement currently. And he's going to beat on the guy that's in the net.
Okay.
So now, so the first punch, that was basically his action, and now, or his bonus action that he got, and now he'll use the other one, the other normal punches for this guy.
Okay.
So he's gonna punch him.
That monk in fury. Let's see some damage.
And he is restrained. Is that advantage?
He's dead anyway, so.
Oh. So he goes up and punches him and cracks his nose, and then he looks at the wolf.
He just and
Junem's snacking on some rations right now. Just
the second attack will be a tail swipe.
Okay, and that will hit.
And then I'll use a key point for flurry of blows. And then he's gonna kick the wolf twice.
Welcome to the menagerie, boys.
So we called that our tactical nuke.
14 more damage.
All right, how do you want to do
it? The tail slashes open its chest, and then he kicks it twice inside the slashing, and you just hear this cracking noise as the wolf explodes out the front.
So the explosion, the crack, the noises, the wolf just obliterated. Anything else, John?
And then he moves the last 10 feet of his movement to here.
The answer is yes. There was more.
I lean over to Gur and, I don't like dogs particularly, but that seems a bit overkill.
It's actually best to turn away when he goes to attack. The gore is much.
And he slides and takes a drink.
Nice.
Yes.
All dogs go to heaven, so 13's not worried about it. All right, Gina, what would you like to do as your ratkin friend did his thing? He just goes up and just starts slaying everyone.
I'm just going to dash to get up here so I can just watch the rest of the show. Keep going. You're doing great. 13. Save some for the new guys. Remember, we got to evaluate their fighting skills.
Amazing.
That's it.
All right, this wolf is going to...
Oh, yeah. Sorry. That's it. Yeah.
Okay. He's going to run up and lash out and try to bite you, 13.
All right.
21.
I'm going to pop my shield spell.
You do have... the plus
I'm just going to pop the shield spell so I can get up to a...
What is your total?
24.
All right, yeah. So it is going to do nothing. Of course, it's not going to do anything. Why do I even roll?
Sean.
I don't even know. The only thing you could have done was crit, and that would have been it. Okay. Oh, and just so you guys know how we do, because I like to keep pack tactics. So if something has pack tactics, that gives the advantage. But what we do is like a combat advantage. So if you're 2 people around an enemy, you get a +2. If there's 3 or more, you get a +5. But that's for you guys and for enemies. Will be like that as well. So technically the wolf would have got a +2, but still not going to be high enough with all your buffs. Samael, what would you like to do?
Oh, I would like to try and remember how to make that fancy bar, but outside of that, ruler, that's what I'm looking for. In theory. What I'd like to do is move out to here, but first I'm going to just look over to, I guess, Gur, because I was going to shout to Junen, but he's gone. Just real quickly, without a further explanation. 1 is yes, 2 is no. The little mouse may ride. And then I'm going to bonus action wild shape into a dire wolf.
Okay.
And then use my 50 feet, that is, switch back to the move thing. Move my 50 feet here.
Okay.
And see if I can very quickly determine if either of these is the alpha, and either way try and intimidate them because I'm the alpha. I'm a dire wolf.
Okay, so...
I like that.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's get a skill check with advantage. What kind of skill are you wanting to do?
I guess intimidation.
Intimidation to determine which one's the alpha? Because you don't know which
I'm
one.
sorry. If you're going to let me do both halves of that, that would be insight in my head. The intimidation would be trying to convince them that, no, I'm the new alpha.
Okay.
But for now, if we want to do the determination...
Oh, so you're saying you... I thought you said you were trying to determine which one of them is the alpha. And intimidate
that was my
one.
original thought, but I moved on because the ultimate goal is I'm the new alpha. I'm a bigger wolf than they are.
Okay, so...
So did you want me to try and roll the insight or
no,
just skip to the intimidation?
Yeah, let's go to intimidation.
Oh, good. I have exactly no bonus to that.
But I was...
Woof! But it was advantage.
It was giving you advantage
That's
because
true.
that was very clever. I like that. All right, so your beastly presence as you come walking up is going to... Okay, they are both going to take notice of you and kind of hesitating. So what I'll do is I'm going to give them disadvantage on their next attack. One of them already has disadvantage, so they don't get double disadvantage, but... Okay.
And that's my slate of things that can be done. So
Awesome.
Moving on from me.
That was smart. That was good. I liked it. Okay, that bandit is gone. All right, so we got a wolf. All right, so he's going to start to bite at 13. He's getting a +2. No dice.
Still have shield up too.
Yeah, the shield is still up till the end of my turn.
Yep.
Yeah. Going to...
Gur.
I'm going to casually walk at a normal pace over to here and use shape water to bring up a 5x5 square to defend in front of me, kind of thing.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and draw on the map what you're trying to do? Cool.
5x5 block of ice that I can just use as cover,
Perfect.
pushing in front of me.
Okay. Love it. All right, we go to Voxel. So you're going to... Go ahead.
I'm going to move aside the wizard, trying to hide behind his ice as well, get in on that action.
Okay.
I'm going to cast... I'm going to move up a little bit. I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on the wolf at the back there.
Okay.
Every one of them's going to have disadvantage.
Yeah, that's the plan at
You guys
least.
are pretty potent.
We are the status crew.
That
I could
is.
start stunning striking.
Wait until we get to the boss.
Boss?
There's got to be a boss somewhere.
In the case of the wolf, I'm just going to hiss at him.
Okay.
Try to... so that's going to be Vicious Mockery. All right. 16. All right.
Bada boom. All right, good job. Anything else?
So he takes 6 damage. No, not this turn. I think the rat's got it handled this time.
All right. All right, this wolf is going to come up adjacent to the other ones and is going to now get a +5 to his attack as they are all snapping and snarling at 13. So it's only an 11. No dice. And that wolf is dead. We go to Bandit, which is dead. All right, Nuke, what do you want to do? You dirty rat.
All right. The shield fades.
Okay.
And so like the symbol of the god, the symbol of unity was in front of him for a little bit.
Okay.
And then he is going to he's going to bite the wolf at the top.
That's not a bite. This is a bite.
Let me show you how it's done.
For 7.
Okay.
And then
He's
he
still
is
standing.
going to use his second attack and bite. Actually, no. His second attack, he pulls back, and then he slams his head into it.
Okay. To the same one?
Yep.
How do you want to do it?
So after he bites him, he slams his head, and it cracks the bottom jaw of the wolf, who lets out a yelp.
Okay.
And then I will just use my my bonus action attack on this guy here.
Number 1. Okay.
We're just gonna tail whip him.
He was already...
Oh, that's it.
Oh, shit. You disadvantaged your next attack.
I'm gonna spend my inspiration.
Awesome. Okay. Player 2, inspiration.
Have to
gone.
have stuff gone so people can buy
And
stuff.
Voxel and Samael, you guys were also purchased health potions as well from people. Sorry, I don't have the tokens ready, but...
So that is a 15.
Alright, that'll hit.
Oh, I thought he was using his bardic inspiration.
And
I do have that.
Regular inspiration.
I'm going to re-roll the damage with Savage Attacker.
That was actually enough.
Oh.
Alright,
He
yeah.
really wants to make sure.
Alright.
And then his bonus attack from haste.
God damn it.
He is going to.
It's just like, how do I balance for that?
He is
hasn't even
going
figured it blows yet.
And a dragon appears from nowhere!
to punch the middle wolf.
Well, the player's handbook does suggest rolling a bunch of dice and declaring that Tiamat swoops down.
And he will use his bardic inspiration to help him hit.
That will hit.
Yeah.
And 7 damage.
Oh my gosh.
Here comes the
Sorry,
tactical.
you guys didn't get the attack for him.
And then he's gonna back out.
Do you have anything to stop attack of opportunity?
Yes. His drunken technique, he basically
that's right.
stumbles
That's right.
backward.
Sorry, it's been a while since we played. Okay, Junem. Alright, so you see 13 go all ham on these wolves and just kind of tucks them between your legs and just dashes right behind you. What would you like to do?
That was kind of you, 13. Thanks for saving some work for us. And I'm just kind of shimmy up, almost like a Happy Gilmore kind of.
Like a running upper?
Yeah.
Mace to the face.
19 to hit.
That will hit. It's not going to take much. I think you got this.
Come on.
Ooh, that's enough. How do you want to do it?
6 plus. Just like it sounded like. I'm just gonna walk. I'm hoping for like a wolf head to just kind of roll down the hallway.
Too easy.
Decapitation.
Too easy. Beautiful.
I vote Samuel and Voxel will go next and deal with the next room.
Oh yeah, I completely agree. Oh man, this is absolutely amazing. And then the time wears off, and he's like,
It's absolutely amazing.
We can do that one more time today. I will save it for the bus.
that was incredible.
Fucking haste. Yeah, that's not. We'll see a lot of that.
13 goes through his bags and finds a cigarette.
I could.
I sort of... Gur, there aren't any side effects from that, are there?
Well, apart from shortening his lifespan a little bit, no, not really.
Fine then. Wait, shortening his... Is that ethical?
Yeah.
It's already real short anyway, so.
What is the maximum lifespan of a ratkin?
He doesn't know.
In second
I'm just
edition and
curious, do you guys
first
know?
edition, it took a year off your life every time you used it.
Right. I think
Really?
Spaz,
Yeah,
Spaz
but not,
likes it too.
Not in 5th edition.
It doesn't do. Yeah, but Spaz really wants it though. He loves second edition. All right, so we'll just keep the initiative up in case anything else happens. But right now we're out of initiatives. What you guys have to do as you are surrounded by these bloody corpses? It seems like whoever was in this front area has reacted to you guys, but there may be more inside. What would you like to do?
I can have up to 2 ice things. So I'm going to grab another one and just sort of head down the hallway with my walking shield.
Okay.
I'll go up with you. Samael, can you understand us when you're doing the druid thing?
I will scratch with my paw once for yes, assuming Gur is going to remember what I said. And then I'm gonna try and move in front of you guys, and then try and indicate I want to go first best I can.
Yeah, remember.
Without having the vocals.
Okay.
As you do, I'm gonna give you a little scratch on a scruff, and
Just like a shiver up the spine.
well, it's going to be a shield of faith spell cast on you.
Okay. I thought you were just trying to cop a feel.
I hide it behind magics.
It's PC if there's magic involved. All right, shimmering field appears
until
and
those
surrounds a
altar
creature of
boys start
choice.
telling on you.
Yeah, there you go. +2 to AC for the duration, and that is
10 minutes.
10 minutes. It's an eternity in combat. All right.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Take it away, guys.
I think I'd like to sneak down this side corridor, see if I can see anything down there.
Okay.
Seeing him take the initiative there, I will poke my head in this one.
Be careful going that way. I remember seeing at least 1 or 2 more people in the next room.
The straightforward one down the hallway.
All right, Samael, you are going to hear several voices just, I think they're coming down the hallway. Prepare for them. To arms!
Toms! Oh boy.
Did I see? I mean, I don't. But just looking up here, just making sure that room does look empty to me.
Yeah.
Oh God, the limitations I put on myself by not having a voice. I'm going to like put up a paw, like hold, and then I'm gonna scratch like 2-3 times, saying, just hoping they get what they get out of that. And then what I'm gonna do is take a chance, and I'm gonna run in here, set up post right here, and go back and start growling.
All right.
As if people are following me.
All right. So I'm gonna get some more guys in initiative then.
He's acting.
Tending to be
I'm
there.
hoping.
Pupper.
I'm crossing fingers I no longer have.
Oh shit.
Can we get some F's in the chat, please?
Haste.
Okay, if there's this many of them, I might be able to do something.
Okay, up here and here.
We've got some ideas.
All right, so he ran into a room, so everybody can kind of see what he can see. But we're gonna pan over to 13 since you're back at the top still. Where did you go? Where are you? Oh, you're hiding behind.
Everyone can see except me. I'm off down this corridor.
All right, so 13. What'd you like to do?
13 leans over to Junem and says, "So is this where we let them show how good they are?"
Well, it's only fair. I mean, we took the first batch. They get the next one, right? I'm kidding. We should probably go make sure he's gonna be okay. I hear a lot of guys up there.
So he's gonna run down to here.
Okay, rip Samael. F's in the chat if he goes down. All right. All right, he's going to be able to make it to right here, but that was dashing, so his turn is going to be up. All right. So you are going to hear as a light crossbow bolt heads towards your direction. But it is going to miss. And actually 2 more.
Just clarify, my direction?
Yes.
All right, so they didn't buy it.
Your
They did not.
Your AC is 14.
Not with shielded face.
So it's 14, 15, 16?
Yeah.
All
Nice.
right. Awesome. So all 3 of those bolts are going... One of them is going to
Paid
completely
off
miss.
already.
One of them is going to hit the shield around... Or 2 of them are going to hit the shield around you. They are going to stay where they are. All right, so we'll go to Junem.
All right, I should probably go.
Oh, I forgot to slide it over.
15, 20,
Sorry, chat.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. How's it going in here, Samuel? Oh, shit! And I think, well, I had to dash, excuse me, dash to get to where I'm at.
Okay.
And for, I'll drop a spiritual weapon out with bonus action.
Okay. And I actually have one ready for you.
Yeah.
One thing I have prepared.
So it'll come down here, and
you should have control over it. Go ahead and try. Can you move it?
yeah.
Okay.
Can I know I rolled, but I don't know that I can call it and attack in the same turn.
No, I think it's just one. Yeah, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No,
It's a bonus action for each. Right?
You can call and you call it and it also can attack.
Okay.
I believe you can use it turn 1.
But you can't move it though when you drop it.
You can
right?
summon it. You can summon it a ways away.
How far away?
What's
the range?
60
on it?
feet.
Oh wow.
60-foot range.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drop those the elephant skull wherever you want.
We got it right here, and basically, yeah. What that
Is there
with
2
the
on
summoning?
map?
Yeah, there's 2 on the map.
Oh, I dropped one.
Oh,
already.
you dropped. Good.
Sorry.
You do your thing. No, I'm sorry.
You do you, babe.
Yeah.
22 to hit for this for number 6 down here.
All right. Roll some damage.
5 force damage.
All right. That's the magical elephant skull. Just kind of smashes and cracks into the bandit. You can just hear him scream out in pain as he regains his composure. All right, so Sam, are you ready?
It's be interesting.
Bring it.
Bring it on! Damn, I'm rolling bad tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Good for you guys. All right, so 2 more crossbow bolts just kind of flicking. So you're just, they're just coming all around you, just ready to rock and roll. What do you want to do? Yeah, as you're bust out your best Neo.
We are going to bite this wolf behind me. Just double checking because I don't have macros for this feast, but wow, I'm gonna use that inspiration that
Okay.
Was so kindly granted to me earlier.
Beautiful.
Do that again.
Oh,
That's
there
a
we
big
go.
difference.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
That's the epic
That's
use
what we like
of an
to see.
inspiration point. A crit fail to a crit succeed. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay, 2d6 plus 3 on this wolf. And we'll roll another d6, apparently. And again.
Another?
There we go.
All right, the chain stops. So 18 damage.
How do you want to do it?
You just reach forward. I'm hoping this other wolf is watching, because the first wolves understood maybe I was the alpha. But when I ripped this one's throat out with my teeth, and then just turn away like it was nothing, Like, he doesn't even have to make the DC check to see if he got knocked prone. He just dead. and then I'm going to run over here so less people can shoot at me.
Okay. All right.
And that will be that.
Gur, we got you down the hallway with your water toys. What would you like to do?
I'm going to move here, use my instant to move those up 5 feet, and then a streak of light, orange light, will fly from my wand to right about, let's see.
Everyone's measuring.
Wizard math.
So everyone but that guy at the bottom will be caught up in a fireball.
Okay.
They must make a dexterity saving throw. A target takes 8d6 fire damage, and on a fail save, and on a successful one, they take half as much.
Was I in your radius there?
Nope, you were just barely out of it. That's why I was making sure that you were out of it. So
I wouldn't have minded, but I'm not going to say I'm not glad.
I think even half is going to wipe him out.
I'll just drop it in the room there and just...
Yeah, all right, so you're going to wipe out 5 in one shot. Let's get a little bit of description on it.
Have I seen you do this before?
Nope, this is the first time I use my wand. I'm just... Lemangles!
All right.
And then there's just 5 burnt corpses just charred and smoking on the ground.
Okay.
Damn, Samael, that was amazing!
What? No, that was...
What did you see that, Kurt?
And then
He's
Wolf
on the
Howl
team.
and take the credit.
Amazing.
Okay. Voxel is going to move down here. He's going to attempt a little flanking maneuver.
Okay.
And he's going to... He's going to cast... let's go with Blindness on this bandit.
Okay.
So he's going to make a Constitution saving throw. Otherwise, he's blinded.
What's the DC?
16.
All right, he fails.
All right, so he's blind for 1 minute.
Okay.
Man, I'm just a VIP. I killed a wolf, that fireball triggered, and it blinded that guy.
The direwolf powers run deep in your veins.
13, I think we're going to have to keep this one.
Okay. All right. All right, so the wolf is going to... He saw you take down his friend, and it's going to pull aggro, so he's actually going to dash towards you.
Rude.
And he's going to make it to right there. And these bandits are toast. 13.
Alright, 13 is going to run 10.
Sorry.
No,
you're good.
Side of the map and back.
And then he's going to dash to here.
That's it? No
That's
killing?
it. That's it.
Man, I had high hopes for you, John.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Junem.
Sometimes the most difficult part about having a nuclear weapon is knowing when not to fire it.
There you go.
Man.
20, 30. Are we going to leave this one for the other guys? 13? I've not seen you pass up the up. Yeah, fuck that. I didn't pull this bad guy out just to look pretty.
That's half of it.
He does look pretty, though, does he not?
Roll some damage.
Oh, shit.
That is enough. All right, so the guy's grabbing his eyes, trying to figure out what the hell's going on. This weapon's going to smash him in the face. Bringing him down. All right, good job. And we just have the wolf left in here. Now we go to Sam, who happens to be right next to the wolf.
That works out beautifully. All right, we're going to bite because it worked so well the last time. I didn't need an inspiration or nothing.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Roll some damage. That is just
11 piercing.
enough. Take him
Just
down.
enough.
How you want to do it?
This one's less of a rip out his throat, walking away all cool because I didn't crit. Actual pounce, tackle him, and just spend a good minute getting at that throat.
Just keep digging in there, ripping at it. Nice. If there was any other wolves in here, they would be afraid. All right. That is everyone in the room. So we're going to use this opportunity to go on our next break. And when we come back, guys, we're going to do another raffle to give away 50 more table tokens. Brian, you want to remind them what those table tokens are for?
The total tabletop tokens, if you will, you can use those in our mini games. So every time you play, every time you join to watch, every time you throw something in chat, you start earning up those tokens. You can use them to join in on some mini games. We've got some slots to play. We've got some adventures that you can go on with whoever else wants to join. There's some gambling involved as well. All kinds of good stuff.
And the top 40 at the end of the quarter will get VIP badges. So you guys can be saving those up for that. All right.
VIP.
We'll be back in just a couple minutes, and they will continue on. See you in a minute.
My name is Jules Nam. I have become a conscientious protector for those who cannot protect themselves. Odd things have been happening since Ilundra disappeared. The tides fell out of order during the first eclipse, and the females of my tribe have since become ill. Being from a nomadic coastal tribe, this is very concerning. That is what brought me to Corvalia's temple, in search of answers. I was there when the first horsemen arrived, and it was then that I knew the full extent of my destiny. I seek the knowledge to allow my tribe to survive and flourish. I seek the answers to the goddess's disappearance, and I seek the means to prevent the devastation of these horsemen from ever happening again.
Hey yo, 13 here, Ambassador for Unity and Honey. First thing I recall is waking in the Temple of the Unities. There, I learned and I studied all about Ilundra. And let me tell you what, her ways, they was rad. But so few people would listen to the words. This really started to get me down. This is where I finds out I fights better with a buzz. Yeah, I'm a monk, what of it? My love is honey, and my soul is unity. Some of yous call me a dirty rat, and yous know who I'm talking about. So after years of preaching the unity, it's not until now that yous come to my door asking me for help. Well, this may be the miracle opening I was looking for. Let's go. Hey, anybody see my pants?
When I was young, and still unsure whether my name was Gur or if there was just the noise my father made to call for me, a woman named Ilundra visited my village, and the sheer variety and potential I saw in her magic made it so my course was clear from a fairly young age. I vowed to learn magic to better the world around me, moved to the city of Laywell as a crafter shortly after, and set about learning from any who would teach me, though not many would, as the Revenant guarded their magic with a zeal. While many found me to be a dependable solver to many of their troubles, it wasn't long until I hit a wall in my studies, so I took it upon myself to explore the land and seek knowledge where I could, leaving the city of Waylow behind. In my travels, I helped those I could, but to me it never seemed to be enough. There were always more things attacking, people needing saving, but I cannot allow myself to wallow in this. I must rise up and end this once and for all. Someone or something must be behind the horsemen, and I will find them.
My name is Nam. I have become a conscientious protector for those who cannot protect themselves. Odd things have been happening since Ilundra disappeared. The tides fell out of order during the first eclipse, and the females of my tribe have since become ill. Being from a nomadic coastal tribe, this is very concerning. That is what brought me to Corvalia's temple, in search of answers. I was there when the first horsemen arrived, and it was then that I knew the full extent of my destiny. I seek the knowledge to allow my tribe to survive and flourish. I seek the answers to the goddess's disappearance, and I seek the means to prevent the devastation of these horsemen from ever happening again.
Hey yo, 13 here, Ambassador for Unity and Honey. First thing I recall is waking in the Temple of the Unities. There, I learned and I studied all about Ilundra. And let me tell you what, her ways, they was rad. But so few people would listen to the words. This really started to get me down. This is where I finds out I fights better with a buzz. Yeah, I'm a monk, what of it? My love is honey, and my soul is unity. Some of yous call me a dirty rat, and yous know who I'm talking about. So after years of preaching the unity, it's not until now that yous come to my door asking me for help. Well, this may be the miracle opening I was looking for. Let's go. Hey, anybody see my pants?
When I was young, and still unsure whether my name was Gur or if there was just the noise my father made to call for me, a woman named Ilundra visited my village, and the sheer variety and potential I saw in her magic made it so my course was clear from a fairly young age. I vowed to learn magic to better the world around me, moved to the city of Laywell as a crafter shortly after, and set about learning from any who would teach me, though not many would, as the Revenant guarded their magic with a zeal. While many found me to be dependable solver to many of their troubles, it wasn't long until I hit a wall in my studies, so I took it upon myself to explore the land and seek knowledge where I could, leaving the city of Waylow behind. In my travels, I helped those I could, but to me it never seemed to be enough. There were always more things attacking, people needing saving, but I cannot allow myself to wallow in this. I must rise up and end this once and for all. Someone or something must be behind the horsemen, and I will find them.
My name is Nam. I have become a conscientious protector for those who cannot protect themselves. Odd things have been happening since Ilundra disappeared. The tides fell out of order during the first eclipse, and the females of my tribe have since become ill.
Alright, we are back. Thanks for sticking with us, everybody. They just cleared out this area full of bandits and wolves, and they're moving in, trying to find the rust monsters that they are here to try to get the glands for that gauntlet of rusting. But we promised to do another giveaway. So this is going to be for 50 tabletop tokens. Too many T's. Alliteration. Alright, so I'm going to open it up. And once it's open, do exclamation point raffle, and that'll get you guys in there. Alright, so got to remove the winner. Cancel. Custom. Alright, start giveaway. Alright, so while that's running, we'll let you guys go ahead and start moving on, and I'll close it, and whoever's the winner, I'll go ahead and assign it for you. What you guys like to do?
I'm going to come back with the group, because I feel like going off on my own, like sort of off to the side even for a little bit, was a bad idea.
Voxel. I feel it prudent to let you know, and I think you should be aware, you probably are, that what you did back there, while effective, can get you in some really big trouble locally.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's a thing. See, ever since the new priestess has come into play, No matter even the good kind of necromancy magic that can bring life back to those that have lost, and
I will
can get you put to death.
I will certainly do my
So I've
best
been
not
told.
to.
All I say is,
I don't know what you're talking about. I
The-
would never use the necromantic arts.
See, that's exactly it. No harm, no foul.
I'm sorry. I simply do not know what you were talking about.
is that the sarcasm we were talking about before, or is this something new?
I didn't cast any necromantic spells.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Just in case you would in the future.
Will you
Be
stop
careful who's
yapping your
around.
lips?
Oh, do we have something to do? Are we not done?
Do you
I think we
have?
still need to
While
find.
that's happening,
Do you have the
I was just gonna
glands?
move up,
All right, it is not
see if I could
allowing me
hear
to
or smell.
pick a winner. We got 6 in there, so someone roll a d6 for me, and that's what we'll pick. So we got Day, Twist, Super, Space, KB, and Hammer. 5. That is KBMV7L. Awesome, congrats.
All
Sorry,
right.
I don't know why the picker's not working, but yeah. So I'll get you 50 points, and then we will check on with the game.
Sweet.
KBM.
Congrats.
Right. I'm just gonna keep sneaking down, and
All right,
As I
you're at
come-
72 now. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, I'm just sneaking down these stairs, trying to see what I can see.
What do your elven eye see?
Elf eyes.
Can't help yourself.
I am going to move up with him. I have keen hearing and smell at the moment, so I'm trying to see if I can detect something before I can.
All right, so you guys can hear some scurrying around as these large creatures that are behind this caged wall. They're kind of scurrying around, and they can just hear these like insectoid noises. Insectoids noises, just kind of as they're kind of scampering back and forth up into this section here. And in this corner, you can see 5 statues that are all just kind of all lined up, and you can notice that the second one here, she's holding something in her hand, and it's giving off a faint glowing white light, but it's the only one that has that. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna move closer to the statue carefully to see if it sets off any traps.
Yeah,
At
nothing.
this point, I can tell these are the rust monsters.
Yes, you can.
I will point as a pointer dog might.
Of the nose. Yeah.
Just doing the comic, just
Doing.
And then I'll stop when I can see that people have clearly acknowledged that and look
Okay.
at these statues.
No, you should just keep going.
is it is it like connected to the statue? Can I see whether it's, or is it just like an object that they're holding?
Yeah, you can't really. It's a really small, just random kind of polygon shape that's in the hand, but the other ones have it as well. But it's the only one that has that faint white glowing. No traps trigger or anything. You can just see it. Just
13 walks up to Judem and slaps him on the leg.
Hey,
Oh, this is gonna be good. I think the new guy found a puzzle.
I think Voxel's gonna try and lift it up if he can.
I'm gonna take 5 step back.
the thing that's
Can I,
that's in her hand. All right, the polygon kind of shape that's in her is affixed to the statue.
Okay.
Yeah.
13 sits on the stairs.
Awesome.
So these
If
are we
statues are
more?
I-
I'm sorry. Go ahead, guys.
sorry,
I'm out of play here.
I was just going to ask if I look at the base of this statue and then just down the line, does it look as if they rotate?
Yes, they do.
Okay. I think we're gonna try
Again,
and
I've
rotate
robbed myself of words, but I will bark. And
Oh
point
yeah,
back.
no, you can't really do it. Voxel's gonna try rotating one of the statues around so that it faces the same direction as the one with the glowing orb.
All right. Try and do
I'm going to move back.
the middle one.
Yeah.
All right. So as you rotate it, you're going to see that the polygon thing into it is going to also start to glow.
Okay. I'm going to go down the line then and do that to all of them.
Straighten them all out? All right.
Yeah.
So as you straighten them all out, just 1, 2, 3, 4, and finally the fifth one is going to start glowing. And, oops. And as that happens, the door that is keeping you guys from getting inside where the rust monsters are kept is going to start to raise up. And I need everybody to roll initiative. As
these guys are good at puzzles.
Yeah, it was a super easy one. I mean, it was complicated. Good job, guys.
Just so you guys just reference the 5x5, so it provides like half cover, quarter cover, depending on your height. The blue things.
Oh, good.
Or full cover for me.
Yes.
Are we more than an hour in? Since I cast the warding bond on 13?
No.
Okay.
All right, so the doors raise up. And we got the rust monsters. Okay, I need to descend order.
Just remember, careful while killing them. We need their glands.
Okay, Voxel, you're up first. Go get them.
Okay, I would, but I'm last in initiative.
Yep. First is going to be 13. Yeah.
I've had some really unlucky rolls with initiative.
Actually, shouldn't it be Sam?
It would have been, but I forgot to click on my token first.
Oh,
so
we can
that's
adjust
just,
it. We can adjust it.
That's not a big deal. I accepted it as my karmic punishment, but if you want to adjust it, I won't argue.
Oh, we'll adjust it.
Yeah, we'll adjust it.
Yeah. To err is human.
Yeah. You can go first.
I'm actually a dire wolf right now, so.
Also, should be in high. Is that my voice? All right, Sam. What would you like to do?
Well, a bite as a natural weapon, would that count as a weapon attack for my attack an extra time feature? There's a complicated thing as a wolf, so I can just attack the ones just occurred to me.
Say it again?
I can attack twice if on my first turn if I take the attack action, but it specifically says with a weapon, but I have teeth instead of a normal weapon.
Yeah, that's not a weapon. Yeah, your teeth are not.
I figured.
Yeah. I mean, you use
so
them
close
in a combat.
Sure.
Yeah, but it's not a weapon.
Yeah, I figured, but I thought I'd ask
Sure,
just to make sure I didn't. Dang you. Okay. Because I have 10 extra feet of movement, which puts me at 60. I don't have any sort of charge dealy, do I? No, I do not. So, I will just move 50 feet in and place myself squarely in front of the ice walls.
Okay.
Assuming that the wizard will end up behind them. So,
And I have
place myself here.
I have a rule of cool question for you, Sean.
Sure.
Since I see the direwolf running in, and I actually do go next, can 13 run over, jump on the direwolf, and ride it in?
Sam, would you contest that or would you allow it?
I specifically told Gurr that the little mouse could ride if he chose.
Perfect.
I paused because I wasn't sure, but if he tried, I'd let him.
Sure. All right, so let's get an acrobatics check to see if you can land on him.
Oh!
All right,
no.
so what is going to happen is you are going to completely... So you see him running and you're like, I got this. It's time to mount my steed. And you jump out to land on him, but he's dashing. So he's taking out a little bit, and you're actually going to fall prone on the ground.
Oh.
It's my fault. That extra 10 feet of movement I get on my first turn threw me off.
That was it.
Juneb's going to sit back like, there's only one steed for 13.
And then with my turn, I'll just stand up.
Okay.
That's one of the drunken technique things.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
All right. So the first rust monster is going to start going up to you, and you are in your wolf form, so there's not really anything metal on you, correct?
No.
No. Okay. All right. Gonna get a bite. Or not.
Well, maybe. Depends on whether that shield of faith is gone. It's been a few minutes.
It is. Yeah, that only lasts a minute.
Okay.
Yeah. 10 minutes, but
I thought it lasted 10. But
Yeah,
either
it
way,
does last
14 is my...
It does? Oh, well then...
10 minutes.
no,
it'll still
we spent a bit of time.
Combat's
If it's still
only
going,
6.
then that's a miss. But otherwise, my AC is 14.
I don't think it. When did you guys cast it? Where were you at?
Beginning
Just
of the battle.
before the last fight.
Yeah, it's still on.
At the beginning of the hallway.
Yeah, that's fine. Combat's
Alright.
only six seconds around, so yeah. Alright, yeah,
Then
you're
yeah,
shooting.
it's 16 AC at the moment.
Okay, yeah, you're good.
10 minutes. Awesome.
Alright, Juju. Alright, Nem. What would you like to
Okay. I think from here, I'm going to take a step up to grasp the situation. Kind of drop my mace down a little bit and just send a pulse toward the room itself. And I'm going to cast slow in a 40-foot cube, which should catch all 4 of them.
do? Okay. Yes.
So we're looking for a wisdom
so that was the
saving
answer
throw.
to your other question about the haste and the slow at the same time.
Yep, it did.
Yeah, I didn't realize you were already set up.
Yep. Yep. Guess what I'm
That's
going to
a
do on my
domain
turn?
spell, so I'm gonna always have that one. So we are getting a wisdom save against 15.
Not 13?
Level 1, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh shit! They all made it.
Wow!
Fuck!
Can we all spend our
That's
inspiration points to
horrible.
make a reroll?
15, 18, 14. Well, shit, that would have been cool, but
I mean, we're using up his
well
good
done,
rolls.
Rust Monsters.
Slow clap in the
Smarter
chat
than
for
your
Rust
average
Monsters.
bear, boo-boo.
Damn.
Press F for slow.
Alright, we go
I'm gonna
to
spend the
Garrett.
rest of my turn taking a step back. Like I swear, I'm pretty sure I did that right. Like I don't know what the fuck happened.
Was
You
it-
mispronounced the last line.
You're going over the Naruto hand gestures, like, oh, I
Yeah,
didn't do
right.
4. It was supposed to be 4.
This one. Shit.
Seeing that both of my companions just sort of screwed up for a couple of seconds, I'm going to go over, pat 13 on the back, and say, try it again, and haste him.
Oh god.
Recharge back in
Arriba.
All right, frontliner.
For the record, that cast dropped the Shield of Faith.
Oh, yeah.
Concentration.
Okay.
I'll probably be fine.
I'll probably.
Oh man.
See, what am I telling you?
They're only wisdomly high.
Yeah, they're just the smartest fucking monsters you ever met.
All right.
They like come into the room. Oh, hello, good day, sir.
All right. This one's gonna get a +5 since there's 3 of them now.
No big deal.
Come on, roll 20. There we go.
See?
Oh,
Oh, wait, no. The +5
16?
gets me.
no.
There's,
Yeah.
there's your shit rolls. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, 16 will do it.
It only does 7 piercing. Modest.
All right, all right.
It's only 1 out of 6, 5, 4. How many are there?
Are you deducting
4.
HP on your token?
I don't really have a good way of doing that because right now I'm using the wolf's health until it runs dry.
Okay. Are you tracking it though?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
down to 30.
Okay, cool. All right, so we go to Voxel.
I'm going to lean over to Samael and ask, hey, how's your wisdom save?
Are you as smart as these guys?
He can't really answer. It's in a wolf form.
Sorry, that was out of character. How
Oh,
was
yeah.
your wisdom save?
Welcome to the
out of
table.
character?
Yeah.
I mean, do what you got to do.
Okay. I'm going to move up a bit.
And don't apologize. Just, yeah.
I'm going to move up a bit, and I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Amazing.
In
Twisting
a
pattern
30-foot
of colors weaves through the air. Okay.
So
Wisdom
everyone's
saves.
going to make a On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Come on.
You kidding me?
What's the DC on it?
16.
16. All right, so first one's gonna fail. So number 1. So they
I
are
am-
charmed. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm actually going to use up a point of bardic inspiration with my cutting words feature. I'm going to roll. It lets me roll a bardic inspiration die, so a D8, and subtract that from a saving throw or a damage throw or whatever.
Okay.
So
Are you wanting to go on the second or third one?
the second one?
The fourth one.
Pick number 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Pick number 3, my lord.
8. All right.
Brings down to a 14.
Okay, I only
Those
have
are some very
2.
pretty colors. I very nearly was distracted.
There we go.
Right on the line.
Down to 2 inspirations left.
All right, so they are charmed.
They're incapacitated and their speed is 0.
Okay. All right. So next one's gonna move up. And this is a +5 bite.
Would it only be a +2 because there's only... Well, it wouldn't matter.
That'll do.
9 piercing from the rust monster as he runs up to you. And just takes a
Down to 21.
just a nice gnaw. You can feel the bottom jaw teeth just kind of breaking up as it's just piercing right into your wolf hide. But it is your turn.
Guys, we should try and get the other ones down while those ones are incapacitated.
Yeah, let's turn to the guy who just bit me,
Okay, number 4.
Agreed.
and then we're gonna bite back.
Okay.
And I'll totally do as awesome as he just did. Nah, that ain't me.
Oh man.
Crit fail. All right, disadvantage. All right. Turn ends. 13.
All right. 13 is going to run up, and he's going to punch, let's say, number 4
Okay. With haste.
with haste.
With
So-
haste. All right. Roll some damage.
So 6. Oh, actually, 6 damage. And I forgot to do this. And then his second attack, he is going to kick number 4. It's actually with advantage because of pack tactics.
Okay. And you'll get a +2 as well.
So 7 more.
Okay.
And then he is going to use the bonus action to punch it. And hit, I assume.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought
5
you
more.
knew 22 would hit. Yeah. Okay.
And then,
He's
and
looking
then,
low.
and let's see. So that's attack, extra attack bonus. Okay. And then the haste attack. He
I was
is-
excited to get to use pack tactics, but I guess I'm just excited that they're going to be dead.
6 damage.
He is still standing.
Oh.
Goodness.
Dead
And then 13 is going to run like 2 circles around them.
Okay.
Settle.
Burning up the rest of the movement.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right, that one is incapacitated. So we go to our favorite Loxodon cleric, Junam. What would you like to do?
All right. I think we're fed up with the magic on this bit, so we're going to stroll up on here, kind of do one of these, like, all right, let's get into the meat of it and prep up and get ready for when these guys start coming back up. But until then, I'm going to cast Bless on the 3 of us that are up here.
Okay.
And the one right in front of you is not charmed.
Right. And when I do that, you know, this is going to be one of those, like, my trunk plate is going to start glowing.
Okay.
And it's going to emanate from there to Samael to 13 myself.
Okay.
And over there, I'm going to give Samael a little bit of wink and ask you to make use. And with that, we're going to have you, if you can or care to,
You want to click it so people watching can see? Oh,
Dropping it up right now. Voice of authority, and that'll be take care of your business and use your reaction if you can, and take an attack.
All right, and bless is what, a D4 added?
Yeah.
To attack and saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so yeah, I should have put that up there too. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. It's been a while.
And I will gladly.
There we go.
Okay.
Some base instinct in my canine features that says, yeah, you obey orders. Follow commands.
Okay.
So 25 to bite the number 4.
That will hit. And he is very low, so probably do him in. Yep, it'll do it. All right, how do you want to do it?
Nice.
So feel the blessings come over your body.
I've been going for the throat, but as I'm going to bite, I'm remembering that diagram, and I'm pretty sure there's some glands in the throat, so I'm going to disembowel. Just dig into that gut.
Okay.
And just kind of rip some stuff out, and then bare teeth of these other guys, because I'm going to pretend I'm not getting hit.
Sure. All right, give me a percentile die. Okay. All right, 13. Do you want to take your
Oh, he only
30?
gives it 1.
Oh, that was 1, but bless was 3. All right. So we go to Gur.
Pew, pew, pew. I'm gonna drop some magic missiles.
Okay.
At that one in front of Juman.
All right, 11 force damage as a pummel into the carapace of the rust.
I'm trying to take careful aim just for the top of the head, so I don't damage any glands or organs.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. So we go to the rust monster. All right, Sam's doing a pretty good job pulling aggro, so we'll just let him keep it.
It's what I'm here for. That'll do.
That'll do, pig.
6 piercing.
That'll do. Down to 15.
Oof.
Jeez, man.
All right, and then we
it's wild shape meat shield health. We're okay.
Yeah, you're good. It's a flesh wound.
All right.
All right, Voxel.
To continue on the theme of debuffing,
okay.
I'm going to use Vicious Mockery on the wolf still attacking them.
Okay.
And that's going to be Vicious Mockery. DC 16. Wisdom. Ow.
Are you shitting me?
These rust monsters are hazardous.
Smartest beasts ever.
They have little top hats on and a monocle. They're just.
Can we keep one of these guys?
I
got
mean, we're not
levitate.
too incapacitated. We only need the glands from one.
Yeah. What are you gonna name him, Rusty?
Anything else for you?
That's crazy.
No, that's rough.
All right, that one is dead. All right, so we go to Samael.
All right, we're going to turn to, I cannot see the number, but the one beneath me that we're all kind of around.
Number 2.
Number 2. We're going to attack number 2.
Also known as a Grr.
Also known as a Grr.
Amazing.
I do not, off the top of my head, remember the code to factor in advantage, but...
it depends on your sheet.
No, he's...
Well, yeah, I just don't have the animals mapped out.
Gotcha.
So I get a +5 from the surrounding, right? Right now?
Yes, you would.
Okay, so I'm going to add that to this, and then I will just roll a second D20. And we'll have to do some math, because I'm on the fly doing that. Doesn't matter, it's the same. So, the +10 is 5 for my bonus, and then 5 from the surrounding.
Okay, go ahead and roll some damage. All right, it's a good hit. But
And then he has to make a strength saving throw. Strength saving throw,
Prone?
DC 13, or be knocked prone.
He is not prone.
Damn,
He is
these
not,
guys
nah.
are just
Oh, they're smart
saving
and
the
strong.
They are resilient.
I'll go to
Maybe-
knock him prone.
Maybe you guys should talk to a rust monster
Do it.
for the open position.
Rust monsters don't care, man. Rust monsters don't give a shit.
So
They're part
13,
honey badger.
13 once again hops up on top of the wolf here, but taking his time to climb up this time.
Okay.
And then he's going to kick the rust monster over here, and he's just going to be like, da, 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 kicking a whole bunch.
Okay.
As he's like as he's holding on to the dire wolf's ear.
I'm gonna add to his attack auto just by growling at that rust monster, just to make him seem more menacing.
So that probably hits.
Yes,
right?
it does. Yep. That'll do it.
7. All right, and then he's gonna spin and start kicking number 1.
Okay. First I need a percentile die. Sorry.
Oh.
We'll still keep those as that attack, but yeah, give me a percentile. Okay. All right. So it was a crit.
That is going to wake him up, though, out of the
charm. Yep. All right.
Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and re-roll one of those d4s just to try, because it's a savage attacker. Hey, and I do get the exploding instead.
Yes, you will.
So that's going to be so far 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. 16.
16 total?
16 total.
Okay.
One.
All right, so that was 2 kicks. That was 2 kicks. Here is the
Everyone else just take a nap. We'll wake you up when you're
the next kick.
All right.
And then followed by the final haste kick.
Pack tactics and your number of attacks is brutal.
All right. It is
and then he lands down over here.
Okay, so the crit that you hit into him, as you're pummeling into him, it's going to rupture the side of the rust monster, and this bile is just going to start leaking out of the side and just pouring out into the floor. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. And
then...
he
he lands with a drink.
Okay. Bottoms up. All right, Ginem. Would you like to do anything, sir?
I don't know. I'm thinking like maybe I could just let these guys finish it. Yeah, fuck it, man. We'll come over here and take a swing with the old mace.
Well, you could just tie it up.
You see Gurr like, no!
It's okay. He already said to swing his mace.
I asked earlier, should we...
Nope, you said swing the mace, so yeah, it's going to attack roll.
Get some!
It's like chess. You lifted your finger off the piece.
That's going to have advantage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, so that's a 24 to hit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you hit it.
I bludgeoning.
Okay, and it's no longer charmed.
This poor rust monster.
To try and save its life, sorry, 13, your haste falls down, and I levitate it off the ground where it can't reach or get hit by anything.
Okay.
So it's just floating in the air.
Okay.
It is a
How
con
tall is the
save.
ceiling?
Yeah, a con save to save.
Okay. With DC?
14.
All right, you failed.
So it's 20 feet off the ground, just floating. It can't move. It can't go anywhere.
Okay.
So.
Perfect.
Wait, let's keep this one.
Oh,
at the very least, we could.
Oh, I have an idea.
Did the wrong thing. Go ahead.
I have an idea. I have a spell that might let us talk to it.
Over it.
As it's just
You
dangling
are
in the
gonna
air,
have
so the
to.
legs are just thrashing.
You are gonna
around.
have to bring it down a bit. I have to touch it.
Oh, I'll lower it. Just
As
enough.
it's lowering, 13 standing under it.
Okay, I am a bit taller than 13, so I'm going to reach up and tap it, and I'm going to use my last 3rd level spell slot to cast Tongues on the rust monster.
The spell grants a creature you touch the ability to understand spoken language it hears. Okay. It does have a very low intelligence, though.
Oh,
What is
that's
this intelligence, like
interesting
5?
because it doesn't actually say that it wouldn't work in this case.
Yeah, it grants it the ability to speak any language.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and rule cool it and allow it, even though it doesn't have languages. But with an intelligence of 2, it's gonna be very
No one
rudimentary.
said it would be a great conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
Just that it would be a conversation.
If you
See,
hey,
here.
okay,
Down!
if you calm down and come with us, we'll give you food.
Hate!
No, food.
Metal food, metal food.
Big metal food, lots of metal food.
Die! Better?
Yes, lots of shiny metal.
You'll see the
Awesome.
tail start to wag.
Oh, there's a good point.
I'll toss
There's-
you over a couple of caltrops to use as like a dog treat.
Do they eat like regular metal as
Metal.
well, or
Metal.
just enchanted
Anything
metal?
metal, yeah.
It
Okay.
likes enchanted metal, but just regular metal works.
Okay. I toss a few caltrips into its mouth.
All right, it's going to, as it's biting onto it, you're going to see it just start to corrode and break down, and it just in the mouth, it's just starting to mow on it, just going for these kibble bits that you're tossing to him. And you
Oh,
can-
great Sabatine, protect me.
It's just,
Metal!
it's just mowing down on these.
Okay, what now? Guys,
I'll try to lower it down a little bit and see if it's still aggressive.
It is. It's going to be kind of passive aggressive at the moment, but it's
It's from
Can I
Portland.
can I put the mace down and try and just like
feed it the mace. Sure.
no. Put the mace down to take away the aggression and try and calm them down. Just I don't know if I'm trying to remember what they look like. They had those big feelers coming out the front, right?
yeah,
They have big antenna.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
that's how they
so-
sense the
Voxel,
magic.
give me a persuasion check
That was
That'd be
Junam
animal
doing it. I
handling?
think I'm
or
helping
animal
him.
handling. Either one. I'll grant either one.
I think I'm helping Junam with his, if he's the one directly touching it, because I'm not going. I tapped it and then
Okay.
immediately backed out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so he can aid you in it. So I'll give you advantage on it. 20. All right, so Junem, you get the distinct impression by the ferocity and how quickly it's gobbling it down. It looks very, very hungry, and it gives you kind of the impression that maybe these bandits weren't feeding them.
Oh, he's just hungry, guys.
And so he's
There's a whole room of dead bandits in armor over there.
There
they
we
have
go.
armor?
That works.
They had arrows. I mean, there's got to be some.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of attached to my chainmail here, so I much like not to. I mean, I could do without it if need be. Hold on, let me go through my things, and I'm gonna start.
I'm sure
Since
we
the-
can scrounge some metal
Oh,
from the bandits.
I have 50
Oh, shit.
nails. I'm just gonna leave a trail of nails to the bandit bodies.
There we go.
While that's happening, I'm
I've
going to
got
break my
10
wild
kidneys.
shape.
why not?
Oh, piece of candy. Oh, piece of candy.
Yes.
I've got an iron pot. I've got manacles. I've got ball bearings.
Hey guys, this thing eats enchanted metal, and we're trying to break into a bank.
We bring it with us.
Yeah?
That's why we came.
What's the
why we
worst
came
that
for
could happen? What could go
Bad
wrong?
things, don't say that.
Knock on wood.
I see where you're
So
going with
he
this.
starts just like nibbling up one of the nails or a ball bearing, and just he's kind of following the trail out there. So he's kind of slowly moving along, following this little breadcrumbs. But as you guys get over towards the bandits, you're going to notice that they were wearing leather armor. So
Okay.
you have some time as he's kind of nom nom nom.
Did they have
nom,
like
kind of
swords
moving.
and
Yeah.
stuff?
They had
Thought one of them
scimitars.
drew a scimitar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have
We're just
scimitars.
gonna get all the scimitars in a pile, I think.
Mhm.
Okay. He's just kind of nom nom
And all of the
No,
bowls.
no. nom
Yeah.
nom.
Yeah.
All right, so he's starting to work his way forward. So yeah, you guys can pile up the scimitars. Eventually, he'll get up to it, and he'll actually eat all of them. And at that point, once all the scimitars are completely broke down, he kind of lays on his side and kind of stretches the legs out. Just you can
Aw.
hear
belly.
happy.
That is.
Can I
That
give him a
would
belly
be
scratch?
cute if it were any other creature.
Yeah, you could sure
It's good.
try. You can do anything. You try to do anything you want.
You can try. Yeah, why not? I mean, it seems friendly now, so.
I'm actually going to
lower my
ask,
guard a little bit.
because I'm going to drop the direwolf. I'm going to ask Junem, do you have a knife I could borrow?
You're not gonna cut the poor guy, are you?
You touch this
Oh, we
poor,
gotta open up the other
gruesome
ones.
creature who I will not go anywhere near.
I'll actually go give it a scratch. I have very little metal.
We have a whole bunch of other ones we gotta cut open and try to take out their their gurs.
I actually do have a dagger.
Maybe we should do that here while it's distracted.
Yeah, so he doesn't.
Yes, if I could borrow a dagger, I can try and retrieve the glands from the other ones.
Try not to break
Would
it.
you like some help?
Sure. Yeah, if anyone has dressed an animal before.
I will. Hold on, I'm pretty sure I've got
Amazing.
something that may help out for that.
I do not.
While he's going off to do that, I'm going to grab one of the bows and scratch the thing's belly with the bow from a good distance.
Okay, all right.
I'm actually going to pat it on the head as I walk by. Again, I got all not metal. You said rust monsters. I felt very safe.
So who was checking on the dead rust monsters?
I was gonna go
Samael.
with Samael and cast enhance ability. I'm guessing it would be like a survival check, maybe or animal handling. Whatever the case is, I would give him enhance ability and advantage with his wisdom checks.
They're both wisdom, so yeah.
Yeah, I figured wisdom would do it.
All right. So one of them was visually, you can tell that everything was just completely destroyed, and your guys' percentile die rolls earlier were not fantastic. So as you're cutting into this guy, those percentile die are actually going to lower that advantage down to a standard roll. It would have gone down to a disadvantage. So you get a normal roll for one for each of them.
Did you want to call that a survival too?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so one for each of them.
That enhance ability was nice, Juno.
Yeah, that was great.
All right,
well,
so
one of them doesn't work.
Yeah, one of them's definitely going to rupture, but one of them you are able to completely pull out. We got some cheers. Who do you want to give it to, Kyle? Let us know. Either trainee who needs IP or HP.
That'd be Samael.
Sam
I
needs
still
IP.
got my
I used my inspiration, yeah.
Yeah, so you got another one. Thanks, Kyle.
Boom. You're the best, Kyle.
But
Punch my
Kyle,
head for you.
That one.
Kyle,
Kyle.
I mean, you're not wrong. I might as well just take advantage of that, unless it's too far gone, DM.
Do you want to save it? I mean, you got one from the other one. It's up
If
to
I've
you.
got a gland, did he only need the one?
I
think he only needed one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Then I will just wrap this one carefully, and then is this dagger okay after cutting into rust monsters?
It is going to be corroding.
Oh, especially with the crit fail.
Yep.
I can no longer cast dagger.
That dagger is gonzo.
Oh, here, Gur, I'll reach into the Bjorn bag and see if I can pull one out for him.
Perfect. All right, let's get a Bjorn bag check.
Is that a 100 again?
I believe that's what. Did we ever give you a handout for it?
You gave me some text, and it's been a while, so
Yeah,
I do not
it has.
remember.
I believe it's percentile, and was it the top 10? I believe was you get it, and then
Yeah,
one was a good one. Was that what it was?
I'll look it up, but I
Yeah,
just
that's gonna
rolled
be-
a 28, and it wasn't.
No dagger. Okay. Well, we'll have to double check on that.
Well, thank you for letting me use your dagger. It seems the
Oh, Kyle just cheered.
rust monster was too much.
Thanks, Kyle.
For Chubbs. There we go. Thanks, Kyle.
I will have to get a new one in town.
All right, there we go. What's up? All right. Okay, so Sam was able to extract one of them as he very carefully wraps up. What kind of container or wrapping are you putting on it to try to keep this thing safe?
Oh, I believe I just have an empty sack.
Got some empty stone bottles. If we pop it and pour it in.
Stone
You
bottles?
might need
Yep.
it whole. I lied. I don't have empty sacks. How do I not have empty sacks? Oh, because I never spent my loose gold. I intended to have the empty sacks. So I'm just going to cut a strip off my shirt with a different knife.
You want to use my towel?
Ah, well, then if you interrupt me. Oh, thank you. I will save my shirt.
He's already cut it off. And he's like, I can use my towel.
Always
I
remember
would have,
to bring
but
your
my
towel.
knife rusted away.
Did you pack any packing peanuts?
I do
no, not yet.
I do have an iron pot, which the bank wouldn't take, so you could put it in there if you want.
Wrapped in a towel in a pot. Duct tape closed.
Sure.
I mean, that is the standard operating procedure for extracting a rust monster clan. Everybody knows it.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe this is how it
We
is
need
Using
to
the
keep it cold.
PHB on page 195.
You can wrap that in my Holocaust cloak.
Okay, all right.
I don't know about cold. We need to keep it unburst, so be gentle, whoever will carry this.
So it's right in here.
Hey, I can carry it.
This is the drunken guy. Yeah.
I'm gonna look at the other two because he's volunteering. I'm just gonna look at the other two with, like, for confirmation beforehand.
Yeah, a second opinion. Yeah, ask mom before you give to dad.
Perhaps.
Oh, he has his hand out for it.
Okay.
Well, also Gur does shake his head. Perhaps I will hold on to this little mouse.
Yeah. Hi. He reaches into his bag, which is obviously way too small to be keeping all of these gourds of ale, and he pulls out another one.
Awesome. All right, so you guys have it secured and heading back to Grixel's, yes?
With the rust monster.
Oh, with the rust monster. All
if
right.
we can, yeah.
All right, so I'm going to need one more animal handling check just to see how the behavior is between here and there to see if you're going to be able to maintain.
You do still have Owl's Grace. Semi-elf.
Then I will. Samael will do this. If I can get the click.
14. All right, it is going to be just good enough. So you guys are going to be able to curry enough favor with this rust monster to where he's going to be very slothfully kind of hobbling along as you guys are kind of like coaxing it, but you know, any kind of metal thing, he's going to kind of seem to have had his fill. Channel cheer. Awesome. Thanks, Kyle.
Thank you.
All right, so you guys can bring the rust monster along. All right. So that's
I'll let them walk slightly ahead, and I'll stay next to it, like, constantly, like, giving it attention, since I don't have much to lose from a rust monster.
Sure. Okay. Well, the rust monster's now a thing for you guys. All right. Cool. I love D&D.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
So happy.
All right.
Did you mean Pokemon?
Damn straight.
You guys wasted a Master Ball on a rust monster?
Wobbles, I choose you.
I
Amazing.
mean, I did use like 2 different level 3 spells on it, so
Sure.
There was some investment there.
Totally worth it.
All right.
I also used a level 2 spell on it too.
You guys went to the safari, toss some rocks.
Did we use more spell slots on taming this rust monster than all the
Yes,
combat?
yes, we did.
I did.
Fair. All right, so you guys are making your way back to your benefactor's home, and Grixel is going to be once again inside. You can see this large. This time, the smoke cloud is going to be even just more billowing, just coming along, and you can hear. Too much. Oh, you're back. Welcome. Please come in. And oh shit, I'm out. Oh, and he has an empty container, so the thing he used to kind of douse the fire before, he kind of just tossed on the ground. Perhaps we go talk outside.
What's missing?
What is that thing? As he kind of like pulls back and kind of hides behind one of the tarps, peeking through one of the tears. Alright! Kill it quick! What is it?
Oh no!
Rusty?
Don't kill Rusty.
He's our friend.
Best
Son,
cat
you
name
Audible sign
ever.
from Samael.
Nice.
Oh, Rusty? Is that... Wait. Oh, that's... Is it...
Yes.
Could it be?
Give him a pet. He's nice. He's friendly.
Oh. Okay.
Stay away from the mouth. Up top.
He kind
Up
of
top.
takes his pipe out
Take
of
your
his
rings
mouth
off first.
and talk. I think I'm okay. And he'll go to pet it, and the rest muscle will just kind of plop on its back, completely just like Garfield belly, just completely full of all this broken down metal. I was not expecting this. What? You said you're the menagerie? I'm very impressed.
Spread the word.
Petting this large metal-eating insect monster. Just
like an oversized flea.
Okay,
Loud.
well...
Yeah, really.
But were you able to get a gland?
Oh, we were
Yes.
going to have
Or,
you...
or shall we kill this one?
No.
No, if you touch him, I will. and he like sort of walks around keeping distance between him and the rust monster until he's right up in front of the goblin. I will do a great deal of many horrible things to you.
Take it easy. I was just kidding. He'll pick up his pipe and start packing it again and try to light it, but he's not able to get going, and he'll just kind of put it away. All right. Well done. Well done. I believe it was completed, and he'll kind of scamper into his little hut and come back out and pull out the metal box, and he'll pull out one of the stones, and it is completely wiped clean, so like reset. And he'll pull out a little tiny vial with a little cork, and he'll kind of just pull it out, and he'll put a little drop of blood on it, and a new runic symbol will start to glow on this, and he will hand it back to you. Here, this should allow you to get out the Midas vial from the chest. Well done, well done. He'll kind of...
Here's a side question. What if we just bring Rusty with us and just walk right in?
I feel like we can't just walk in with him. I think we need to do something to disguise him. Or something.
Well, the bank should be closed when you guys go anyway. You know what? This
might work to our advantage. And he's going to run back, and he's going to grab those gauntlets, and he's going to lay them down on the ground and kind of kneel down, kind of pet the rust monster a little bit, and give me just a moment. This will take me a few minutes as I study some things on this. And he's going to be kind of fiddling around and drawing some things on parchment and kind of making some schematics and plans, giving you guys a couple minutes to talk amongst yourselves.
Is he going to milk the wrist monster?
It's very difficult to find the teats.
I'm not sure.
I did not do this, but perhaps he.
Voxel's just watching with a look of just disgust, but also sort of curiosity. Like, is he milking the rust monster, Sean?
No, he's fiddling with the gauntlets and starting to drop some schematics and stuff next to him and kind of taking some measurements and writing stuff down. Yeah, he's not. He just pet the rust monster.
Phew.
Is it possible that having this guy might eliminate the need to have the manager's quarterstaff?
No,
because that's still something we got to worry about here.
I think it's still gonna work the same, but you're gonna be able to use what you call him, Rusty?
Mm-hmm. Rusty,
yes. Yes,
Rusty.
You could use Rusty instead of the gauntlets. What I'm thinking is, once you bring me the Midas vial, I might be able to use that in the gauntlets instead.
Yes. What's this Midas vial all about, anyways?
I don't know. We don't always share all secrets. I don't even know if this works. You bring it back, and I think I can get this to work, and this could make all of us very handsomely rich. Yes. yes.
That's an insight check call. For what it's worth.
Okay.
Excuse me. 18.
He's very, very excited about this. What exactly are you trying to insight of? I mean, kind of said a lot. What are you trying to insight into it?
Well, when bringing up the Midas bag, or what was it? The Midas
Vial, I think.
vial. Yeah. You got specifically shut down. Like that's crossing the line.
Okay.
Trying to glean what part of that is too much. Why it's too much.
Yeah, I gotcha. I don't know what you could get from an insight. I mean, you rolled well, but I don't know how you could insight into that. Yeah, you would just. He definitely has some kind of motive.
Was
you
it
don't know
nefarious? I guess, or is it just like this is the reason I hired you guys, so back the fuck off, or is it?
No,
like,
it's non-threatening. It's more just overwhelmed with excitement with the moment. Doesn't seem like it's bad for you guys.
That's fair.
Okay.
No evil plot.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, you wouldn't get that impression.
Right.
In fact, he was
we
saying
fully
he's willing to bring
committed
you
to-
guys in on it. Go ahead.
Have we fully committed to robbing this bank at this time? I was fine with bandits, but I still am not convinced we should be robbing anybody.
I'm still on the fence on that too.
I mean, I'm for it.
I think I see it as righting a wrong. After all, we are not stealing from any individual. We are stealing from a corporation.
And they're corrupt! As he goes back to measuring his
corrupt
calipers. He's measuring.
A corrupt.
It's never quite so simple.
Stealing from anyone or anything doesn't make it okay.
I
think of it more as acquiring, not stealing. It doesn't belong to anyone. In fact, you have that. It belongs to you. Yes, it belongs to you because you have that. The rune. It's not stealing.
Put it this way. We acquired Rusty from the bandits. The only difference is we're not going to kill anybody when we go to the bank.
Hopefully.
No, I don't plan on killing anyone when we go to the bank. That would be a step too far.
Unless they attacked us first, of course.
Has anybody gone over the documentation to see if there's anything saying that he was owed that money?
I went over it before we left.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
And it said that like he was owed it. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did it say, though, that if he was fired, he was not entitled to the money?
Right.
If he was fired early, but like they fired him a week early not to pay him.
Yes.
Technically, he's not legally owed it. It's a dick move.
Yes.
I'm not going to argue
I am
that.
rebel moral. It's a dick move. I want to go fuck their shit up.
Great way to play your 5x5. I love it.
I'm a fucking order cleric, and the law is the law. So I mean, I still don't like it.
Sure.
I mean, think about it this way: they are bending the laws themselves, are they not? They wrote a contract with this goblin, and now they are breaking the spirit of that contract. Who are they to claim moral righteousness?
Yes, who are they? Is he? Yes,
In spirit, I agree with you. I do not sympathize with the bank, but if we waltz in and melt their vault and steal their valuables, it hurts the reputation, the bank folds, and however many goblins are out of a job, maybe one of them has troubles at home, his wife leaves him. There are so many consequences we cannot foresee, and we may be hurting people indirectly.
Except we are only taking one item
yes,
that nobody wants.
Yes.
And this way, they will increase vault security so that someone couldn't come in and steal a bunch of things.
There you go. It's win-win all around. Consider it a security test.
13 is just sitting back drinking, just watching the whole thing, just like raises his finger up every now and then. That's a good point. That's a good point.
My question is this: if we have the token that would show us to be the owners of this item, could we not just try and withdraw it from the bank?
They know that we're not the persons who owned it, but they lost the paperwork. So if we went in well disguised and claimed to be the original owner, do you have disguised self, Voxel?
I do not have disguise. Actually, let me
It
double
is
check.
well known with all the employees that this item has been unclaimed for many years. They know what's in there. So you coming to claim it, I don't believe it would work. No, it didn't. No, it didn't.
I'll just make myself look like a 500-year-old wizard.
What if we disguise? Yes, what if we disguised ourselves? Do you remember what they looked like, Grixel?
No, I personally do not know.
In response to Gary's question, I will disguise myself to look like the 500-year-old wizard that he looks like.
If I understand this right, Grixel, you're ordered in the bank. Have you not worked there since it started?
What are you saying?
One of the employees said you were ordered in the bank.
Yes.
Did you have not worked there for such a long time that you might have a clue?
Oh, yeah, he said he worked there for 20 years. The bank...
One of the employees said he worked there longer than the bank. That could have just been him exaggerating.
No, he said that he's older than the bank. Yeah. I'm sorry. Were you asking a question still?
If he's older than the bank, was he one of the first ones to start at the bank?
Yes, he was. Yeah, he was saying him and a group of buddies, they were the young ones back, and then they all got old, retired out. He was the youngest.
So he has no idea who might have dropped it off? Just even a vague description?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. It'd be one of those things like, there's many of tellers, the odds that it was him is low.
Wait.
Gotcha.
How long has that manager been there?
At least a few years, yes.
Long enough that he would have known the person. Did he know who it was?
No, nobody knows who it was, but it is common enough. But everyone knows that this thing didn't have an owner, really. Does that make sense?
I think if nobody at the bank has seen who the owner was, we could simply disguise ourselves as other people and waltz in to reclaim our property.
Yes, I think that's a great idea.
If there is an issue of ownership, we could claim to have inherited the token. And then I'm going to drop the disguise. The old man voice is hurting. It's a strain on the vocal cords. But perhaps if we say grandfather died and had this among his effects, it does not matter if they do not know who it was, only who we are now.
Dead yet, whippersnapper.
What say you?
My only fear of the strategy, which it might work, if it doesn't, they're going to be on alert, and they might increase security, making retrieval of it even more difficult.
I have another issue with this plan. How would we use Rusty in this situation?
He must get his spotlight.
Exactly.
Well, if we need to use Rusty in all of our plans, we will have very complicated strategies for most of our problems going forward.
But will they not be more worthy of song that way?
The epic tales with a Bamf.
Epic tales of Rusty and the Menagerie.
Love how Rusty's the main one and the Menagerie.
With the side characters.
Also featuring
some other guys.
Yeah.
Doesn't even name us.
Amazing.
I'm still. What time of day is it now? By the time we're back here.
Night.
Yeah, it's nighttime. Yeah.
Where are we planning on staying? This isn't gonna happen. Is this happening tonight?
Well, that was the plan. It was to get the. Well, the plan was to get the gland, and then I put it in the gauntlets, and then you guys go in tonight after when the bank closed. Right. But now that we have Rusty, we can maybe repurpose it. Yes, I figured it out.
And then he'll hold up some schematics. It's just got like goblin chicken scratch all over it. None of it makes any sense, but there's plans and arrows and circles and magic signs and stuff.
I believe that I can infuse the Midas vial into the gauntlets. Yes, it will work. I'm sure of it.
What does the Midas? Okay, no, you've already not answered that question. Let's not ask it a third time.
Why do you keep bringing it up? Is it something that we need to do?
Yeah, somebody give me one persuasion check. No advantage, no disadvantage, just one persuasion. You guys can.
I will try.
Why not me?
Because I have a plus 11 to persuasion.
18. Okay.
That's fair.
Right. I believe I can trust you all. You have proven yourselves more than worthy, coming back with...
Rusty.
Yes.
It's all because of Rusty.
I believe that with the file infused with the gauntlets, it will enable them to...
And we're going to end the session right there. Awesome. GG, guys. That was fun. All right.
That was a lot of fun.
To all the viewers out there, you guys are amazing. We love all of you. Thank you for all your support. We got lots of cheers and follows and everything. Don't forget to click the bell icon so you guys get notified when we go live. Join our Discord. We got a bunch of people in there. We love talking about tabletop stuff. Doesn't just have to be D&D, but that's obviously the focus of it. We'd love to hear all about your guys' stories, what you guys like about it. If you guys missed any past episodes that you guys want to catch up on, Session 0 for Season 2, it's on the YouTube. So you guys can catch up before the season kicks off. Special thanks to our 2 guest players. We have Joe playing Samael and Matt playing Voxel. They are both competing for the open position, which is going to be selected by these players. So I hope everybody had a great time. I had a blast. We're going to be playing next week. These 2 are going to be showing up again as well. And we're going to pick up where we left off here. And that is going to be every Wednesday for Season 2 at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. We have Season 1 of HotA, which they are playing in the same world, same game, but they're like a year and a half, a little bit more than that, ahead of these guys. So you guys can check that out on Tuesdays, 6:30 p.m. And then on Sundays, we have Ages Past with DM AJ and another crew running a completely different game. So we'd love to see you guys there. If you guys have any questions in the chat, go ahead and blast them in there now. We'll try to answer them real quick. And does anybody have any parting words or anything, any shout outs or anything you guys want to do?
Rusty for president.
Rusty, absolutely.
Rusty for MVP, man.
Okay, I think we should forget about the Horseman's thing. I think we should focus on getting Rusty to be king of the world. Or queen. You know, either way.
We never checked. You want to check?
No.
Nobody checked.
No,
You're
I
right.
do not.
Oh my god, there are
You're going to have to keep me around for that story. I think eventually I can give a creature sentience with druid spells.
Yes.
All right, let's see. Do we have any questions in the chat? Justin said the new cat is better than the old cat.
Jensen.
I will refrain from responding, but amazing. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, it could be about their characters, about these new guys, anything about the world. We'll give you guys just another minute. Unless you don't see anything, then we'll sign off for the night. But
in case you missed it, guys, Triggers for Life says Season 2 for life.
Awesome.
Yeah.
My new favorite motherfucker.
Awesome. And if you guys do any bits or cheers, or excuse me, if you cheer bits or if you do any subs, all that money is going towards our fundraiser for Gen Con. We are all going to Gen Con 2020. We're actually playing live, and so is Ages Past, and so is, oh wait, Ages Past is not going, so it's going to be Season 1, Season 2. And we're all going to be there playing live in full cosplay, so we'd love to meet you guys if you guys can make it. We're also going to be streaming from location.
John, are you going to be cosplaying as all 50 NPCs are going to be doing?
Yeah, it's going to be like a multi-layer thing where I peel off. No, it's going to be.
Does that mean you cosplay as Rusty too?
I think Sean should have to cosplay as Rusty.
That'd be hard. That'd be so hard to do.
Do some real low budget cosplay and just paper plate mask it so you just one at a time.
Just put on a new paper bag, you know. Take it off. Awesome. Judge says Sam looks like the DM guy. Which DM guy?
Yeah. I don't know if you mean me or the character in the background, but either way, it was on purpose just for you.
Sam.
Oh, Samuel.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Let us know in the chat. All right. Awesome. Kyle showed up. Thanks. Nice. Thank you for everybody. All right, we're actually going to call it because we got a longer decompression than we got to do tonight. We will see you guys next time. And where is my breakout thing? Awkward.